Hello, everyone.
Hi.
Wow.
Guys, what's up?
We've already had a whole show waiting to start
Chad's
the show.
birthday. Maddie's got a Brazilian blowout. Gabrielle's got like wings of glory behind her head. Judd, you're stuck in a forest. And we're still waiting for Azar, who needs to lock it down.
Azar's going to lock it down in a moment,
and we are ripped and ready.
Yeah, we are. Well, Peter is all kinds of ready.
Peter's ready. Songs. I think I need a shot of tequila to try to get to Peter's level.
Let's do
honestly.
it.
Yeah.
Hey, look who it is.
Hey. Oh my God.
Hey, perfect timing. We are live.
The beauty herself.
There she is.
There we go.
Wild sauce just coming in strong.
Wild sauce on the scene. Okay. Before we go too long, greetings, adventurers, and welcome to another Role Players. I am your Dungeon Master, Judd, and thank you for joining us tonight to play some Dungeons and Dragons. These are my players, my wonderful, wonderful players. So say hello, everyone.
What's up, everybody? Happy Memorial Day.
Happy Memorial Day.
Happy Memorial Day.
Yeah. So before we get started tonight with the potential craziness that I thought would happen last week in the planning episode, I guess we'll call that the planning episode. We have a couple announcements tonight. First of all, we would like to recognize today's Memorial Day here in the United States. So I don't know if you saw our post today, but we are remembering all those who gave the ultimate price to keep this amazing country free. And we're also, encouraging all of you to think about those people, but also think about the warriors out there and the survivors that are left behind. And we made a donation to the Navy SEAL Foundation today, but there's all kinds of foundations out there that you can support. So maybe think about, helping one of those out. Never out of the fight. All right. And also, kind of side note, but I know a lot of people who watch, just a lot of humans in general, can find this time really challenging, especially the coronavirus and all that. So it's been scientifically proven, I made that part up, that D&D can and will save lives. So if you're struggling out there, learn to play some D&D. Reach out to us for help. We'd love to help you. Big announcement for Mr. Chad. Mr. Chad had a B-Day yesterday, and we're just going to keep talking about it. Yes, we are. Happy birthday, brother.
Happy birthday, Chad.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
We were bummed we couldn't celebrate with him in person, but it's another one stored up for when this is all over. We're going to have an epic multi-birthday hangout party for the role players.
Birthday. I love.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys.
Yeah, buddy. Our giveaway was a success last week. However, the winner, we have sent multiple emails to and have not heard back. So we don't know if it was a bot or something weird happened there. But if we
not exactly a success per se.
Not per se for the winner. For us, it was great. Yeah.
But maybe it's going to be a success for someone else.
Well, that's the thing. So if I don't hear
absolutely
from that person, if you're watching now, go check your email. Look for an email from the role players. And if I don't hear from you by the end of our break today, we're drawing a new person. So stay tuned for that.
One man's loss is another man's leisure.
Oh, yeah, I guess so.
There you go.
Thank you to everyone who joined us for our first D&D Fit. That was super fun.
That was so fun.
And kind of ridiculous. We're doing it again this Thursday, so please come by. We're going to have a 2-camera setup this time, so we'll probably have a vertical orientation for Instagram if we can squeeze it in. We had it sideways on purpose last time. I know it was a little weird, but you had to turn your phone. But we'll have 2-camera setup so that we can actually port it out to YouTube, because we tried to pull it off Instagram and the quality was terrible. So look for the next one on YouTube, but the other one is still on our channel. So if you missed it, go to our Instagram channel, look at our IGTV and play along. Grab some dice and get moving. It's pretty dope.
Love it.
Yeah. What else? 2 last announcements. We're giving away 6 subscriptions tonight.
What?
6. Yes.
Whoa. How do you know if you win that?
It'll announce you have to be live on the show to receive it, and you'll get a little pop-up that you've been gifted a subscription. And I do believe Killer Panda, will be handling that. KP, if you have any issue with that, let me know, and I'll try to trigger it in between doing all this craziness. And that is a great segue, because I would like to announce that KP, none other than Killer Panda / Ashley, has officially joined the role players.
Yay!
She's
long
always
time coming.
I know, long time
Dude.
coming. She's been one of our biggest supporters, and she is a powerhouse. Let me tell you, she is so smart.
She's a
and
beast. She is a mover and a shaker.
energetic. Yeah, energetic. Yeah, we love her like crazy. So thank you for
Masters of
joining
rocket
the
science.
team. Yeah,
I mean,
yeah, she's pretty.
can
She's
you
pretty
believe
amazing.
Yeah.
So cool.
So, without further ado, let's jump into our intro, and
right.
and then we'll be coming back to play some D&D. Be right back.
All right. Hey, I've got chats.
Let me tell you a story about a time that me and my friends found a new world. It started on a ship, brought together by a storm. We traveled through the rift to a new world beyond. We were thrown into shackles, we were hunted down by thieves, but we'll never let it stop us from saving a Nacrali. For we are the
Flesh without a face.
We're not the nameless adventurers. We're the role players. You guys have to come up with a name. That's up to you all.
All right.
Who, us or the viewers?
No, you
Oh, damn.
players in the game. This is your game.
It just seems like a lot to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. Stop. Okay.
What if we're
That was
like,
pretty
I am
amazing
no
for a
one?
second.
We're the no ones.
Oh,
Yeah.
like Arya Stark.
Yes.
That one time
Oh.
with the face
The
was
girl
red.
has no face.
By the
man's-
way,
The
Chad
man
and I
says,
are rewatching, and if anyone wants to join, we won't.
Oh,
You're breaking up, so
we're
I don't know what
Maddie,
you said you're
Maddie, we're
doing.
losing you some.
Damn it.
yeah,
Wait,
we're getting
yeah,
a little.
I think
you-
I heard. Well, maybe because I can fill in the blanks because I know what you're talking about. But you were saying we were rewatching.
Game of Thrones.
Game of
Game of
Thrones.
Ooh.
Is this real life?
It's,
Yeah.
is
Well,
this
it's
my
just
God.
remember how great it was.
Yes.
Yeah.
especially like the
Was.
second season. Oh my God, yeah,
It's-
so good.
Yeah.
I think it would help me also to remember who's who, because I remember definitely needing a flow chart and not having one,
my
and at some
gosh.
point
Yeah,
just
yeah.
letting go of it. Maybe this time I could actually remember everybody who is related to everybody else.
Perhaps,
I remember
Maddie, are we
watching all
back?
the
With you?
recaps
Can
on
you guys
YouTube.
hear me? I switched to a different internet.
Yeah, you're way better.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
Okay, cool. All right, well, let's go ahead and jump into tonight's show.
good. Ooh, battle.
So,
Ooh.
quick recap. Last time in Anacrally. So, we started the episode with waking Kello up from the necromantic sleep, and he immediately called the town to arms, smashed out the bottom of his statue, found that necromantic crystal that was controlling the town, and smashed it, waking the entire town. He rallied everybody to battle. He sent the innocents away, and you guys all planned for an assault on the necromantic city of Makutha. Kello started leading you to a secret entrance that only he knew about. And as you all kind of took off very quickly and unnervingly almost silent as this 180 warriors shot through the snow with such skill and expertise that they barely made a sound.
Oh,
At some
it.
point, almost about an hour later, he sent off Bafti and a group of people to head to the main gate where you originally entered the city to start a diversion, as he continued to lead you on into a nearly hidden entrance, which looked like a long cave system with a mountain spring that was all frozen over. And as you made your way over the rocks and inside the heart of the mountain, you came to a barrier that had been walled off with stone. And as you started pulling them away, you all realized that you were on the other side of Geisel's little lair. And sending Tabitha up ahead to scout, she saw that there was a necromancer in the large cavern with the stone kind of demon entrance. And Ariset went back with you, and had an amazing shot that killed the necromancer in one go. And after that, you all piled up into that chamber. You found that hidden entrance that Geisel had shown you. You all filed into that hidden staircase until you got to the top, and you slid that trap door aside. And looking about, you saw some wizards fly overhead. And Kello gives you all a nod, throws open the hatch, pulls his shield off, pulls his sword out, and starts exiting out into the morning light. And that is where we find you all this morning.
Mm-hmm.
So, as you watch Kello run across the street, his eyes are darting in every direction. This cold blast of air comes in the tunnel, hits your face, and you hear a faint, distant roar. It's just barely carried on the wind of some action taking place in another area. Like there's a cold gray sky illuminating this city of magic all around you. Makutha, the stronghold of the necromancers. It's waiting for you. And what would you like to do?
Fireball.
Yeah. Would like to mess these necromancers up. Okay, so he's leading forward to like charge them. Is that right? Or
So what you see now is he's run across the alley, and he's against the first house that's right to the left of the exit of where you're all looking out. And again, you have 180 other warriors spiral down this staircase, everybody kind of linked up, ready to go.
Yeah.
And Kello is motioning you out.
Yeah, I mean, I stay kind of in the formation and
Yeah,
just
what is
kind of
the
following
formation?
his lead.
Formation, I just look at Otto and I just go right into his mind. I said, the formation is metal. It's metal all the way. And I just look out and I step out and I ignite my psychic tattoo. I want to talk to Larar as we're pouring out.
All right, so you hit it and you see it raise up and you run across as Kello is motioning you all to kind of line up against this building on the far side. And you see the tattoo rises up and illuminates like it normally does, and then just kind of fizzles and goes back into your arm. And as more and you, the rest of you doing the same thing, going to run across and line up next to Kello?
No, I hang back. I hang back so I can get a better hidden line of sight on those necromancers flying above us. with my
Okay.
arrows.
All right.
I would like to. Is anybody wearing a cloak?
Oh, didn't we all get some? Didn't we get some from?
You still have your necromantic
Kello?
cloaks. Oh no,
I
yeah,
think
you're all.
Kello gave
That's right.
us-
You're all wearing the white. You kind of white camouflage. He threw his off though, because I mean he's.
Yeah, I mean,
there's no. Actually, looking around here, you see, it didn't really occur to you before. It's definitely cold here, but there's no snow on the ground in this area.
also
it's
now that
bare
we're not
stone.
going through the white tundra, we're kind of conspicuous in this white, aren't we? I mean, we're kind of like really, really conspicuous in this dark, cold land, right?
Well, again, Kello's thrown his off, and he's looking over at you, and he's just like forcefully motioning because
Okay, yeah.
the rest of you are blocking the exit.
I
Where
would
he-
like to hide under some like Nordic tall townsperson's cloak
Yeah, no
and
problem.
like
There
scurry with them.
are a bunch behind you. So,
Okay.
Otto, are you running out?
I'm gonna stay behind him and with the group, but I'm gonna follow him.
Got it. And Dagmara.
I'm following him 100%. Yes.
Okay, so as you all go, except for Ariset, you kind of scrunch to the side
Yeah,
as,
I make room for everyone else.
as
but I'm
warrior after
covering them.
warrior climbs out, and they all do the same thing. They do like a quick check. A few of them look up and kind of stagger back, and those of you who've exited kind of follow the gaze. You see that on the very wall that you're kind of exiting out of this hidden spot, there is a guard tower that's about 15 feet down to the right that you couldn't really see before when you were here at night, just towering up over the high walls here. But everybody lines up on that building and the one next, and you're just starting to slowly feel this kind of alley between the first row of houses and the wall behind you.
Is there anybody on the guard tower that we can see?
Go ahead and do a perception check, and as the rest start to pour out, you can see Kello is nodding, and he's just like hitting his chest, and you hear that it's go time.
That it's go time.
It is
Oh.
go time.
Wow.
Dagmara, do you have a bow and arrow?
Yes, I do.
You do.
Take him out. I always carried him with.
Do you want to go in the tower with me? We can give them
Watch
cover.
the skies. Watch the
And
skies.
I kind of look
Yes.
at Kello. I look at Kello and I kind of nod at him as, okay, am I good to go?
He nods.
Okay,
Okay.
great.
So, Seville,
Watch
do you see anything in
watch
there?
this. What do I see?
What'd you get?
What do you see in the
20.
tower?
22.
22. So it's a little hard from this vantage point because you're basically at the kind of foot of the tower, but every once in a while you see a hand kind of go along this kind of rail, and it looks like there's a space, and it's about 20 feet. Well, actually, from where you are, it's about 50 feet from the ground. There's an open area that's near the top of the tower, and you can see a hand kind of go by, and you just can't quite see an angle, but you know there's at least one person in there.
All right, Erised, I see there's a person in there. I only see one. I can't get the vantage point.
We'll have to take them out.
That's
Dagmara, if you come
That'd
with
be
me.
that'd
I'm
be a
ready.
good location to cover us from.
And
Sniper.
Seville,
We
you
have the
take a-
element of surprise if we move quickly. Very, very quickly.
Let's go.
We take off up into the
Yes.
tower stealthily.
Oh, okay. There is a door at the base of the tower. It's about 15 feet over from the exit that you came out of. And Seville, with that roll, you also kind of did a general look around, and you can see, looking to your right and along the line of the wall, kind of towards the upper tiers, you see the crest of another tower that must be on the highest tier at the end. But it's quite far away from where you're at.
Okay, and I don't see anybody
You can't see anybody from this
or
distance.
about. All right.
And you don't see anything in the sky at the moment.
All right. I'm just gonna just hustle up to Kello because I don't know exactly where we're going here. I know he has a direction, but I don't know why.
Okay.
I want to go.
And
Kello,
as-
what's your plan? What are you doing? Where are we going here?
We're gonna go up, waiting for everybody else to come out. We're gonna take this one step at a time, but I'm aiming for the building at the highest tier. I think that's where they're going to be strongholded. And even if they're not, it's a good place to hold the high ground.
All right,
Okay.
let's go.
All right.
We know where to find you when this is all over. We'll cover
Alright.
you as best we can. We'll try to get
If
those
you
flying
split
necromancers.
off, be careful. It's a dangerous city. And he's still looking as more warriors are still climbing out and lining up. You're starting to get quite a contingency building here. And are you guys running over to the tower?
Yes.
I am.
Okay, who else is going? So Erised,
And Dagmar is
Dag, and Seville, are you going?
No.
Okay, all right. So you two run over to the tower, and you pull on the door. All right, I assume you pull on the door, and it is locked.
What do we do? We're set.
I'm not very good at locks. I don't. If Tabitha were here, she could help us, but I don't want to put her in danger.
Is there anything else I see around that might help us?
I mean, there's not much here. This is really just an alleyway.
Just an alleyway.
I mean, I can try to pick it. I've watched her a few times. I can do my best. I don't know.
I mean, Tabitha, well, she's hidden nearby, but Seville is still within shot. He's only about 15 feet away.
I mean, Dagmara, what do you think? We could ask her to come help pick the lock and then stay with the others. If she,
Or
if
we
you
can
think
look
she-
for another entrance.
Ugh,
If there are any other entrances around.
I just don't want to. I don't want to give them any heads up that we're coming. You know, the element of surprise is going to be key once we get to the top of that tower.
If we can call over Tabby very, very quietly, then yes, let's do it. So I kind of walk towards the edge of that alleyway to, I suppose, because it's a little, I mean, yeah, I kind of move towards the edge. Do I see Tabitha? Is Tabby within my sight?
Maybe one Northman's cloak is looking especially bulky, or
Yeah,
Yeah.
hiding under his cloak.
Yeah, I think roll a perception check. See if you can See if you can find it. Thanks for all the subs,
Right.
guys.
Yeah, thank you for the subs, everyone,
Yeah.
and for gifting
Alright,
the subs.
perception is 15.
15. So you at first you don't see anything that sticks out that's bulky, and at first you're like, well, I guess she's gone. But then you just see between these big strong boots are these little legs and these little boots, kind of in between them, and just can see right under the cloak. And it's about like 8 people down from the corner.
And I just take a little like rock, like a piece of pavement almost, and like roll it on the ground to kind of like hit her boot.
Okay. And Tabitha, you're standing
Conspicuous.
hidden in this nice warmth of the backside of this tall villager, and you just see this rock tumble down and hit your boot.
Okay, so I want to like go pull the his like cloak fabric apart until like I can like peek through.
You kind of like worm around him. He's like, you know, and you're like,
Yeah. I'm like,
and
sorry.
you kind of poke out, and
And, like, I look
I'm just
around
like-
from where the rock came, and I'm like, oh, Digmora.
Tabby.
And then I like scamper over, and no one can hear me. I'm so quiet. I'm just like,
you are.
Tabby, we need your expertise.
okay,
This
what do you
door.
need?
The door is locked.
Oh, the
Locked.
lock.
It's locked
No
shut.
problem. No problem. So I would like to unlock this, pick the
Okay.
lock, whatever.
Do it.
Okay, so I rolled a 16, and we would say that this is a what? Sleight of hand.
Sleight of
check?
hand. Sleight of hand.
Okay,
You got it. You got
16
it.
plus 6. I mean, was it easy for me? I'd
So
say.
you're like, hold on, let me pick this. Done.
Such a natural.
And
Literally no problem.
yeah,
Literally.
it's a very simple
She's
lock.
like,
and
is
it's-
this all you guys needed? This is it? All right, I'm gonna go back under this guy's cloak. All right.
yeah, you just hear this click, and she just opens it within like a half second. It's really impressive.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
One of these
And
days,
And I give her a
gotta
little
learn how
pat on
to
the
do
shoulder
that.
as she heads back.
I like yawn and head back to where I was. I mean, this battle so far is boring. Easy.
So far, it's easy.
Tabitha, as you are heading back, you
Mhm.
see around, coming around the corner, down the line, headed toward the upper tier,
Oh,
you see
God.
these skeletons start to march, and they just keep coming. It's 2, then 4, then 6, then 8, and 12 round the corner, and they see the group amassing, and there's still warriors coming out, and they just start, and they all start running, swords out at
no.
the group.
At the group, but
Yeah.
not at me.
No, not you. You've got like, you know, probably 80, 90 people between you and the skeletons at this point.
Got it.
And they're just snarling. And okay, so here's what I'd like you to do.
Oh, no.
Kello sees a 2,
Gosh.
and he's going to sign. You see him have some hand motions, and like half of the group that are towards the skeletons turn and draw out their swords and start rushing at the skeletons. Nobody is making a sound. What would you like to do, Tabitha? And
I'm trying to
Tabitha, Otto, and
visualize.
Seville, you can all let me know what you're doing since you're kind of all near that fray.
So half of our group has gone off to intercept this skeleton.
Correct. So you can either let it play out, you can join in and try to impact it. If you want to join in and impact it, let me know a skill or some sort of strategy you're going to employ.
Great.
And I'm going to roll out the battle in large kind of scale.
I love it. I think I want to help these guys because it's sort of like the first like chess move of the battle, and I want to try to keep the morale going here.
Yep.
And so I unsheath my sword and I kind of follow in behind them, and I'm just like goading them on. I'm like, all right, men, clear them out. This is nothing but mere rabble. And like, just sort of
Nice.
trying to like, help. Because I get the sense that Kello is probably going to stick with the other main group. So I'm
Yeah,
just
Kello has not moved. He's still directing people,
Mhm.
splitting people off. He sent that group off to go. You cut
Yeah.
through the crowd and you draw your sword, and
Yeah.
you're kind of inspiring them as you run behind
Yeah.
them.
That's what I'd like to do. Yeah.
Okay,
Nice.
Tabitha, Seville, you gonna do anything to join?
I would
yeah,
like.
what-
Oh, go ahead.
Oh no no. What's the count of the skeletons?
Looks like 12. Hold on. Let me make sure I have that right. No, sorry. It's this this wave is 16 skeletons. The total count by the time they come around the corner.
All right, that looks a little much. I'll break off my pursuit or with Kello, and I'll join the fray.
Okay. What are you doing specifically? You can tell me. So the
How
way
much
we're
move-
gonna
all right.
let me just kind of explain what we're gonna be doing. So
Yep.
we're obviously not rolling, 16 skeleton attacks or any of that. So we're gonna be using a system for any sort of large battles like this, where it's going to basically be a success failure. I know how many successes you need to defeat them, or how many failures means that they win. And you can affect the combat by either giving me a strategy or utilizing one of your skills that you have to try to impact the battle. Okay.
Fantastic.
Yeah. So it's a good chance for you to be clever, think about using your skill set, and be a leader for these little encounters.
All right, so then
Or
I'm
not so
going
little
to.
encounters.
Okay, so I'm going to back up Tabitha
Okay.
and do what I can to give both of us advantage.
Okay.
Okay. Giving advantage how? Just by supporting each
So,
other?
Yeah, so I want to back her up and support her, and if we can cause a flanking situation or draw some of the numbers out, I just want to shadow and cover Tabitha as she wades into melee.
Okay.
Okay.
And Tabitha, what
Um,
are you doing?
I would like to use my stealth skill because it's my highest rating.
Okay. Love it.
And I would like to sneak to a place where I don't think the skeletons can see me, and then use my blink dagger to try to repeat what happened in the basement of that house, where I just and then he died.
Okay. All right, cool. All right, so with all that said,
All right. Well, I'm gonna augment then. If I didn't know Tabitha was gonna hide, then I'm going to.
well, you don't know. You don't know. So you're giving support, and you're going to see she is just going to slip between some people and basically vanish. And you're just going to, keep following in that general direction. As the melee smashes together, you see skeleton bits are flying, and you hear some people, ugh! But everybody is trying to maintain their kind of stealthy, not alerting the whole town yet. Now, let's see. Okay, here we go. We're going to see if we have success or failure. So we have, which one? Okay, that is a success. So you see about half of the skeletons just get wiped out.
Yeah.
And
Oh.
the crowd is pushing forward, just hacking and slashing.
And I'm like, that's it. Rope them.
And you
Meanwhile,
see-
you're the only one talking.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone else is trying to be 100% silent.
Well, I think the
But
sounds
that's so
of
And-
that would be
Yeah.
so auto, right?
I think the sounds of fighting a dozen skeletons is gonna make some noise too. But
And then
never
you
mind that.
hear,
Right.
you hear through the city, you hear this noise, this.
Oh no.
Oh no.
What is it?
Uh-oh.
And
It's a battle
As-
horn.
as the second wave, is actually a failure. So you see that you're pushing them on, and you're being loud behind them, Otto, and the noise is starting to distract the villagers in this fight, and because they're trying to maintain their stealth, and the skeletons get a little bit of an upper hand. You see a few people fall, but you look around, you can now, from your angle, can clearly see somebody at the edge of the guard tower in robes looking down at you.
Oh no.
And the echoing kind of warning sound seems to be spreading through the city.
Oh no.
All right. Do I have a
Okay.
chance of looking at this person?
Yeah, you can. Well, tell me what you're doing, because you're running into the fray still.
Yeah. So if I can see someone giving an alarm, then I'm going to hit that person if I can see him in the tower with a mind hammer.
What's the range on that?
90 feet.
It's too far.
All right, so that tower, I'm going to try to get up it. I'm going to get in that door and try to get some of Kilo's men.
So as you
Kelo's
see,
men and go
these
through.
skeletons are pushing back into the group. Seville, you turn around, realize that person is giving warning and they're too far away. We're going to leave you all there for a moment. Dagmara, Erisette, doors
Ooh, what are they
open.
doing?
You're at the base of the tower. This is
Run,
This is
run.
30 seconds before the alarm hasn't started yet.
Okay. I'm running up. Like
Okay, so you
booking up
you enter the
running
room.
up the stairs. Yeah.
as
You
fast
see
and
there's a
quietly
spiral
as
there's a
possible.
spiraling staircase. You see a few things on that first floor, you just ignore them. You go up and up. You see another floor comes into view. You see a bunch of beds on this floor. You ignore them. You go up. This next floor has a bunch of armament. You see barrels of arrows and there's tar and there's other boxes of things and you just ignore it and you see there's a trap door at the top.
Okay. He's probably right above it. We need a plan.
And at that moment, you hear echoing through the city.
I don't know if we have time for a plan.
We need a plan. We need to stealthily get through it and kill as soon as we get through. What do we do? What did you do when you were hunting?
Okay. This is what we can do. Make a very loud sound and then hide.
Okay.
Very
Okay. Good idea.
loud sound.
Good idea. And I bang the bottom of the trapdoor
Okay,
and I pull to the side.
Yes.
so
And I kick
Erisette
something off to the side like a.
goes
barrel or
boom and hits the trap door. The trap door swings open completely. Very like the wood is not heavy. Just bam and opens up. And,
Okay, that's good.
and
All right, and then I lie in wait with my.
it takes about
Arrow.
like
I have
2
my-
seconds, and you see a hooded head kind of peer down and look at.
Right
Not
into
for
his
long,
face.
buddy.
Oh,
the
yes.
moment. With advantage, I would hope.
Yes.
All right, go ahead and roll an attack for that.
Shoot that guy.
This is not a surprise attack because you blasted the trapdoor open. So just roll normal, not advantage.
Oh,
Okay. So it
You got
is.
it.
You got this. You got this.
Hold on.
And Dagmara's right
So
there. Maybe she can help you.
15, but it's with
15.
advantage because I'm flanked by Dagmara.
But you're not flanking the bad guy, so.
Got it.
But come on, he's
Come
not expecting
on.
anything.
Come on.
Oh, does that hit?
man.
Come
It's a
on, he
15.
just thinks,
I can
come
be
on,
right
he
on
just
her
thinks
heel.
that a mere,
15.
trapdoor malfunction occurred. Come on.
15, man. Come on, man. It's a 15.
He also probably heard
Um,
the.
Okay, I'm sorry. I had
Right.
the wrong thing pulled up for this person's stats, so it actually didn't have any stats on it. Yes, that actually hits.
Yes.
Yes.
So roll your damage.
Good shot.
Okay.
Kill
All right.
him.
Okay. Hang on.
Night
hang on.
night.
Okay.
Sleep with the fishes. Okay.
Oh yeah. It's a 9.
Yes.
9.
Yeah.
So you,
Amazing.
so Erisette, you bang that thing open. You're kind of surprised. You barely get your arrow knocked in there, and you pull it back just in time. You see this head peer down. Whoa! And you just kind of instinctively let it go.
Yeah.
Just goes zoom on the forehead, and this body just tumbles down into the hole behind you.
And like it's so
Nice.
fast that I still have my bow pulled, and I just kind of look at her and said like what? Like very impressed, but more like, okay, let's carry on.
Pat him down.
All right.
Pat
All
him
right.
down. Pat him down, Dagmara, quickly.
Okay.
Yeah.
sure he's dead.
Maybe
Anything?
he has
All right,
money.
roll an
Make sure he's
investigation
dead.
check.
Okay.
And
Or
meanwhile, while
Jan.
she's doing that, I'm watching to see if anybody else is coming through.
All right, roll perception check.
I got 16
me?
on investigation.
Okay, so you quickly pat down the body. You find this all black dagger, which you now have seen. Now several of these necromancers seem to have on them, and does not have a coin purse. That's really all you find on them.
And I
Okay.
kind of look at the dagger and run my finger across the blade, and I just look at Erised and say, "It looks like we can use the medicine against them." Okay.
And
I
what
got
you
an
got is
18.
18.
I got an 18.
So you look up there, and what you see through this opening, you see the stonework of the rest of the tower, but immediately next to this open trap door, is a very large crystal. It's huge. It looks like it must be 6, maybe 8 feet tall, faceted
color?
into the floor. It looks like a crystalline, like a yellow, but it's not glowing. It's kind of a dull color inside, just like
Okay.
an inactive crystal. But as
Okay.
you're looking at it, you see some shift of color through the crystal, like somebody might be moving behind it.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
How big is it again?
It's very
6
tall.
to 7
It's like
feet, you
6 to
said?
maybe 8 feet. You can't quite tell from this position, and probably 3.5 feet wide at its midpoint. It's kind of like this elongated
Yeah. How
diamond
far away is
shape.
it from us?
So I'm signaling to her to be really
It's-
quiet.
It's about 2 feet inside from the trapdoor.
Okay.
Looks like it's dead center in the middle of this tower.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Okay. So I signal to her. Just sit really quiet.
And as you do that, you see this flame come, and it's this kind of ethereal blue shoot from the side, and it looks like it just goes right over your head, Erised. You duck out of the way. What are you doing?
Okay, I'm doing Misty Step to quickly get out from underneath the trapdoor and around that crystal.
Okay.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Mhm.
So
Wow.
I do that, and
I don't even know what that is. Tell me what it is.
Okay, let me find
It's
it again.
dope. It's a portal jump, basically.
Yeah.
It's a spell that you is also a bonus action.
So
you can-
I'm briefly surrounded by silvery mist, and I teleport up to 30 feet to an unoccupied space that I can see.
That is so dope.
Amazing.
Oh,
Okay,
that's the whole
so I'm
thing.
doing that.
To the other side of the crystal?
Yeah, so I
Okay.
can
As
see
you're
who the
doing
heck
that for
is
a
over
second, I'm
there.
like, wait, what?
It's so great because he
And then I
thinks
see you through the crystal
he
light.
thinks you're stuck under there probably, and
And-
Yes.
All right.
So
I'm-
all she sees is vapor behind my butt. Like,
So you-
pew!
yeah, all of a sudden you just see Erised just
vapor behind
disappear.
your butt.
And Erised, you bamf back in. The crystal is right next to you, and it is several feet over you. And you see the backside of a hooded figure who's looking around the corner. You see blue flame dancing in their hand, about
Nice.
to go. I'm gonna give you one attack. If
Okay.
you don't end it, we're gonna have to roll initiative. I'm trying to keep
Point
this
blank.
moving tonight.
Point blank, right with my bow and arrow.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
And at
girl.
this point,
Little
I'm
Uruk-hai.
slowly, like, stealthily moving around that crystal to make my way. I'm like very, very.
Are
steady
you going
bow and
up the?
arrow, like,
You're going up the stairs?
Okay,
towards
I
our
got,
set. Yeah.
Okay.
I got 8 plus 9. Sorry, is 17.
17 hits.
Mhm.
Okay, let me
Nice.
roll.
Killing it tonight.
Oh yeah, I got a 9.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, no problem, because you just come up. In fact, I probably should have given you advantage. Actually, roll advantage. Just see if you crit.
Cool.
Wow.
On the damage?
No,
Or
on the
roll?
attack. I mean, you don't really need it, but just for flavor, let's see.
Oh, dude!
You
It
got
was on
crit?
it. It went 20, but I had it in my hand, and then if I
Oh.
had quickly cheated it, it would have been 20. But it landed. Well, it's back on 20. I don't know. It's 14.
That sounds extremely
That
fishy.
sounds like
Yeah.
cheating,
Suspect.
honey.
It's close.
We're
Very
gonna
close.
move you to an online roller now.
Yeah,
Um,
right. Intervention.
Yeah.
How
All
can
right.
we trust it?
Yeah,
Regardless,
it
So
was
he's
either
dead.
it was
You
either a crit or a.
No, it's fine.
would've
It's
been
fine. So you appear behind this person. You
22.
draw your bow really quickly and just execute this guy. Just you just see the body tumble down onto the ground.
And yet again,
Right.
I arrive and I see the dead body, and I
Yeah.
just look at her said again, and I'm like, you have to leave some for me.
Dagmar, in that moment, you saw him like just start to come around the corner. The flame was building in his hand, and all of a sudden he tumbles down with an arrow shaft sticking out of the back of his head.
Erised is on fire. I'm just kind of looking to, let's keep going.
All right.
Pat him down.
That was
Pat him
amazing.
down.
Yes,
Or I
yes,
pat
yes.
him down.
And then I go back. That's right.
All right. Well, one of you roll an investigation check.
All right.
And as you do that, we're going to
Rolling.
jump back to the skeleton battle on the street.
Okay.
I'm going to
I
play
got
this one more
18,
time and
by
then
the
I'll.
way, on investigation.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You find the same thing on this guy. Just a
Great.
dagger. Just a dagger. They don't have anything else. All right.
I give one to every set. I give one to every set. Here.
Oh,
Chad,
yeah. I love it.
Seville, Tabitha, what are you doing in this round, this final round here, to determine if you're going to succeed or fail on this? What are you doing to impact this wave? So to remind you, the skeletons have
maybe.
you had a huge push and it looked like you were doing great. You knocked about half the skeletons down, but then Chad was trying to rally and being a little bit loud. It kind of threw them off and they started to get distracted, and the skeletons saw that moment and started forming into a V shape and pushing into your ranks and pushing in those last 8, just hacking at your people. You see people falling left and right. What are you doing?
Okay, this is what I'm gonna do. I would still like to employ the usage of stealth because that's what I'm best at.
Okay.
So one of the moves I would like to do would be using my blink dagger to throw, but instead of bringing it back to me, I'm going to use the function where I throw it and then I jump to where it is in space. To kind of like advance myself and
Love
then
it.
use the surprise to do like a double armed, like one hand rapier, one hand blink dagger, and like,
okay.
I imagine
Oh, I
I
love
go
it.
like right underneath like where they're walking and I like fit perfectly and just kind of like get them from under.
Oh, that is
Oh.
amazing. Okay.
If
Which
it works.
is, by the way, very much before.
That
I think
is-
you also got him right in the groin last time.
Yeah,
And those
I'm
skeletons
inspired by my
very
own
effective on
moves.
the skeletons.
I like that enough. I'm going to give you advantage on this roll. Otto and Seville doing anything differently?
Sorry, you go ahead first, Peter.
So I didn't realize that that Dagmara and Ariset.
Oh, Seville, sorry, you pulled away, didn't you? You were going back towards the tower.
Well, I was going to the tower, but then we switched to sort of retro, and we saw we saw Dagmara and Ariset go up the tower. I thought no one was going up the tower.
I thought you were going to the guy that was like controlling stuff.
That was the guard in the tower who had.
Yeah.
Maybe
Okay.
you would have.
Yeah.
Maybe you would have looked up in time to see the guy falling, as I remember.
Yeah, I didn't know there was a
Yeah, I think as-
time difference. so-
Yeah, I mean, we're going to do our best to try to keep the continuity
right,
here.
right.
I think as you were rushing back, you kind of see the flash of some spell going up there. You see hooded figures dropping, and maybe you might even catch sight of Ariset suddenly appearing in the tower.
All right, so yeah, if I see that those two had run up there and we haven't heard any cries for help, I will join the fray and start dancing around. And
Okay, I'm going to say
so-
though at that point you're kind of out of this fray because you started running back. Otto, what are you doing?
I am going to continue. If I can, I want to. Now that I feel that the soldiers have, they've heard me. Maybe they've been inspired. Maybe they haven't. But now I'll try to contribute with some of my actual sword and spellcraft. I'll kind of.
Okay.
I imagine myself at the back, sort of goading them on, and then after a moment, I kind of rush in and go at a couple with my sword.
And as you sprint through the villagers who are trying to get up and get to the front of this battle, and you just go into action mode and you run in, your sword's out, and you just kind of leap in, start fighting. They're just like
right
like,
before
fuck
I
yeah.
do. Right before I do, I like look at Seville and I kind of see that he's going off the other way, and I'm like, remind me not to give you any more grief about being the hero. And I sort of gulp, and then I rush toward the front of
Awesome. All right.
the line.
All right, guys. So let's see what happens here. Oh, well,
Yeah.
it was meant to be. Both were successes. So
Yeah.
you just
Nice.
see little Tabitha just shoot out of nowhere, coming from the side, slide in between the remaining 8 skeletons, pulling out her dagger and her rapier, and she's just spinning around. She's taking down legs. Villagers are pushing in. Otto, you rush into the fray. You're inspiring everybody else, and you just hack these last skeletons to pieces. And as the last one falls, you're all panting, but you still hear that noise carried through the city.
I say, we need to get back to the commander. Back to Koro, everyone.
Kello sees the last of his warriors exit, who shuts the trapdoor behind them and rushes over. You guys make your way back to Kello as well?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah,
And as you go up,
regroup.
you hear him. He's giving directions. He's splitting up the group to take different routes. He's got the map open one more time, and he's pointing some people to go off south, and most of the people looks like he's going to take north with him to go after the main structure, and a few smaller pockets are going to start darting through the city. Oh, you're back. Well done up there. We need to
Dispatched
get moving.
without trouble, but yes.
They know we're here now, so stealth is no longer needed.
We'll draw their attention and they'll fall right into our trap.
Right. All right, everybody has their actions and their orders. Everyone ready? Let's take the fight to them! Go! And you just see this group just disperses. Most of them go along the wall with Kello, heading to the upper tier. About 30 go the opposite direction, heading south. And another group of 10 goes right in between the buildings, right towards the heart of the city.
These villagers are so brave. Are we watching this from above on the tower? Can we see this?
Yeah, you could hear the scream of Kello in that moment. You go over and look down at the side, and you can definitely see the group starting to disperse and run.
Harry said, come on, we should go back. In the meantime, is there anything else around that we can see that's of notice?
Do a perception check.
Can we both do it, or should she just one of us? How's that work?
You can both do it if you want, or one person can roll advantage if you're helping.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead, do it.
Let's both roll advantage.
Okay.
Right?
No.
Like
You can both roll one time, or
Yeah.
one person can roll advantage if you're.
No,
aiming.
let's both roll. That way it's like an
Okay.
advantage because we're both
I agree.
looking.
Okay.
Like,
Okay,
right?
good.
Rolling.
Okay.
Perfect.
Got
I
a
got
20.
20.
That's good.
18 plus 4, 22.
Yeah, that's how
Bested
it
by
works.
Dagmar.
Teamwork.
Right. Good
All right.
Okay.
evening.
So
today.
there really is not much up in this space, and you're looking around quickly. This crystal is fascinating. It is beautiful, and it is large, and beautifully cut, very smooth, polished surface. Seems like it should be something that's glowing, but it is not. It is dull and dead, and you're not sure what the purpose is. And but you look up and you look around. Dagmar, you go over to the rail. You look down. You see that you are on that outside edge of the wall, looking down to the rock, going down hundreds of feet. Down below, you see these minute little pillars, and you know that's where you came in originally.
Mm-hmm.
And you can just see this huge crystalline ice spider as it's going through a now opened portal down there, kind of the
No, thank
where you guys
you.
came in. It's just lumbering through and disappears, heading out of that protective barrier down there. And
wow.
Ariset, you look around to the city, and from this height, you can really see this four-tiered city. It's quite large. There are numerous buildings. Some are really cool designs. You can see down to the tip where you see some very large building. It's round, and it seems like the whole upper half is all this beautiful glass that's just shining and reflecting the gray sky above. And you see
Where
several.
is that in relation to the tower where they're all headed?
They're headed the opposite direction, and you look
Okay.
up and you see another very large building that's towering above even the tier. From this perspective, you can still see a good bit of. You see these kind of like vertical faces that seem to disappear, and then there's a round dome of some kind of stone. It looks like there might even be a mosaic on it. You can't quite tell from this distance. And the other thing you see over the city are several wizards flying around, and there's also these other dark objects that are also in the sky, seem to be circling and patrolling, and it looks like several are converging on your tower, or at least in your general
no.
direction.
Okay. Okay. All
Okay.
right. Very quickly,
Mhm.
I want to take my purple stone and hold it out in front of this citrine colored stone and see what happens.
Okay. You do, and nothing happens.
Nothing. Do you think we should destroy this crystal? I can hatchet it. I could do something to it. What do you think?
And I kind of take out this black dagger, and this is where I'm gonna ask Jet: Is this dagger enchanted? Is there any dark
You-
magic to it?
You don't know.
Well, there's only one way to find out. And I just take it and just like into the sunset. Let's see if that
Okay.
does it.
Roll an attack.
I love it. Hopefully.
Yeah.
Ooh, 19.
Oh yeah.
You
Okay.
are rolling well,
Man,
ladies.
you ladies.
Yeah.
I just like want to watch a little spin-off show of you two. Just,
Little spin
Yeah.
off.
So
The games of the crystal.
you strike it, and this chunk of the crystal, you just see this fracturing of the
Right.
crystal, and a huge chunk just pops off and just lands on the floor and shatters into 1,000 pieces.
Okay. That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can we lift it? How heavy is it? Is it really heavy?
The piece,
huge-
or the
Yeah.
yeah,
The
it's.
crystal.
Pieces.
I mean, the crystal's still faceted into this thing, this metal kind of frame holding it to the floor.
Okay. Yeah. Could we roll it out the window?
You can try to break it off of
Ooh.
its holder if you.
Okay. Dagmara, you can go down and join the others if you want. I'm going to stay here and cover the high ground for them. There are necromancers and something else flying around that are
That's
clearly
it.
going to hurt them.
I
They
can't
need
leave you.
protection.
I can't leave you here. I
You
cannot
can
leave
if you want.
alone.
No. You don't have to make the same
You-
choice that I do.
No, you will be alone here. I cannot risk you staying here alone and these necromancers coming and attacking you.
We
If
need
we're
to
doing
take
this,
them
we're
out,
doing this
Dagmara, as many of them as we can right now. We have the cover.
Yes.
They don't know that we're here. We need to take them
So-
all out.
In that case, just thinking, shall we just use every way, every spell, every arrow that we have?
Yes.
Then let's do it. And with that, can I cast a spell?
Well, as you two prepare to fight the air battle, we're going to go back to the three of you. Now, as you see the different groups moving out, tell me, which group do you want to be a part of? Do
Can you
want to stay
remind
together?
us the groups again? one
Sure.
more time?
So Kello is going with the largest group. They are
Yep.
heading along the wall, headed toward the upper tier to the building he thinks is kind of the stronghold of the city.
Yeah.
And then a group of, if I remember correctly, 30 are going south in the opposite direction, also going along the wall, but headed just down towards the first tier. Right now, you're in the second of 4 tiers. So to remind you, the city, because it's on the side of a mountain kind of peak here, it's
Goes
built
up.
up in tiers. There are 4 tiers. Each tier is level, but then goes up to another tier. And then the last group of about 10 are shooting between the buildings going to the middle of the city.
Well,
Oof.
one quick question before I give you my answer.
Yeah.
When we were here before and we saw the sanctum where they were all gathered for the ritual,
Hmm.
do we recall where that was in
Was.
relation to the levels?
I'm going to say, yeah. I mean, I don't even think you have to roll a history check because you never actually saw where the sanctum was, but you do know that they were all headed down towards the tip, down to the first
Yeah.
tier.
To the first tier.
To the first tier.
Okay. Well, I think if he's headed up toward the top, and he's bringing a lot of men with him, maybe the other ones could use some help. I'm thinking maybe the ones who were going to be on the first tier near the base of the same building.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Uh,
going to follow Otto.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I
And
think
I'm
I'll-
looking for Seville too.
Is Seville with us?
Yeah, Seville runs up and he joined at the end of the kind of the briefing before the party split. So Seville's standing there too.
So yeah, kind of
Yeah.
quickly in the heat of the battle, I still have my sword drawn, still maybe a little winded from that scrap with the skeletons. I say, "What do you think, Hedgegar? Head to the top with Kello, or shall we reinforce the bottom? Remember, those cultists were gathered there the first time we were here. They may There may be many of them held up in that one mole.
Yeah, it might be a ritual. It's where they might sacrifice or something. And I mean, your guess is as good as mine. If Kello's going up with the majority, I mean, that might be the main battle and the point to take out the head. Yeah, we got to find this Koskar. So let's go. If you have some intuition to go there, I'll go with you.
All right.
I follow them, but I kind of like hang back and like look up at the tower, and I'm just like kind of like fingers crossed that the girls
Yeah.
are okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's so true.
Okay, great.
But yeah, we head in that direction then, Judd, as a team.
Okay, great. So let me just quickly tell you, the person who looks like they're in charge of this group heading south, you saw very quickly as the person who was providing horses to the people getting him out of Luknor.
Okay.
His name is Ilie, and he's a Gith. And some of you...
He's a what?
He's a Gith.
I don't know what that is.
Is she a Gith Yankee or
Or
a
a
Gith
Gith
Jedi?
Zarya. Yeah, you don't know. The Gith look a little different. They're similar, but...
You might even say they have like an alienish kind of look to them.
Yeah, they really do.
Yeah.
They kind of look like aliens. They're very, Tabitha,
Okay, alien-y.
I'm going to say you probably haven't seen one because they're not common at all in Faerun.
But not with like big alien eyes. They have like human type eyes, I'd say, but they
Yeah.
kind of have greenish skin.
Yeah, just like gaunt. Their skin is very tight to their face.
Do they look like an Azora at all?
No.
No. There's nothing elven about them. They really do
Yeah.
feel alien, and just that they're so different.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, anyway,
That's all right. We don't need to discriminate against that. I mean,
No,
you know,
no.
like what?
I don't know though.
Why do we care what she or he looks like? I don't understand.
Because it makes for a good story.
yeah.
I'm a little nervous. I've never encountered someone like that before. But do they seem like an impressive, like, war machine?
I had to like,
Yeah,
I
right.
myself had to pull up a picture to remind myself exactly what they look like. So actually they have like, yeah, like greenish skin. You see some markings, no
Kind of
hair,
green, yeah.
and very pointy ears, different than elven ears, these, but they're very sharp, kind of going back more, but otherwise humanoid.
Okay.
And Ilie has these like tufts of some like beard hair that go down, but the rest he's just in armor like everyone else, and he's like, let's go, and he's
Does
urging.
he look like a fighter or magic?
You're not quite sure. He definitely some kind of non-magic person. You think he's got a sword out, no shield,
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's go.
rapier. All right, so you catch up with this group, and they are shooting south. Okay, the other group heading up the wall. You pass 2 more houses, and you come to the kind of barrier wall. Looking down, you see the next tier below you. Just on the other side of this wall, and down about 30 feet, you see there is a circle of these little houses, and there's this beautiful, or what would have one time been a beautiful tree that is now just dead and barren, no leaves, just these kind of, almost looks like it might have been lit on fire, darkened branches in the center of these little houses.
Is there any movement with my special tree?
You have been feeling it ever since you got into that stairwell. You have been feeling it start to fight again, start to kind of recoil a little bit. As you started running south, though, it started to calm down a little bit.
Okay.
You see 4 other very large buildings down here in Tier 1, and from your vantage point, that's all you can see. It's dominated by 2 in particular, one right at the very tip, and clearly in that same sun motif is this very large round building, and it is domed, and the top, like half of the dome, is all this glass with this golden metal between the panes of glass in there, and it has those kind of sharp points coming off the circle that make up this sun structure, which because of your height you can actually tell it's what it is. And then directly up from that and right against the retaining wall is a huge building that takes up half the space of the width of this area. And then there are two other strangely shaped buildings between those two massive buildings, and that's all you see.
Are there any people around?
Yeah.
Roll a
Are there
perception
any-
check for me. Both
And
of
then
you,
can we
if you want.
hear anything? Would be my question.
We'll keep that in the perception.
Okay. Well, I'm not gonna say I rolled amazing, but I got a 19.
Okay.
Mhm.
Otto, what did you
That's
get?
pretty good.
You're in a
Let's see.
roll
I
tonight.
rolled 18 plus 2 is 20.
All right.
Oh.
All right.
This is quite the team. I love it. All right.
Yeah. If
Well-
we could just roll like this for always and forever,
Exactly. Exactly.
we'd be
We'll be
so
good.
good.
May the dice be with you. Well, so you run up and you see that whole scene before you, but then your wits come to you and you start looking for enemies. And Otto, you and Tabitha at the same time, your heads both kind of snap to the right as you see between these two buildings on the same tier that you're on and about 60, 80 feet down this retaining wall, this dark shape kind of come out between the buildings and start heading right for you. Looking down, you also see there are groups of skeletons patrolling down in that first tier. These all have a necromancer in their middle, being completely surrounded by these skeletons as they rove about. And there are 3 different groups. Each group has about 12 to 14 skeletons with them and 1 necromancer.
And I
Wow.
do have an impulse to look up and see if there's also things flying.
Yeah, so that was my last thing. That you get
Okay.
all that with that roll.
Okay.
You see there is a wizard that's currently over the that big sun temple or whatever that thing is, who's just up there flying, and currently flying off to the opposite side from you. And the only other thing in the air from your vantage point is that thing that just came out between the buildings that is headed for you.
Okay.
All right, what are you all doing?
Well, the skeletons don't know we're there. The necromancers don't know we're there, correct?
The skeletons and necromancers do not look like they have seen you yet.
Only that shadow, right?
Yep.
And how far away is that necromancer in the air?
It's quite far, actually. It is about, I'm going to say it's 600 to 800 feet away.
Okay.
And what is the light like around here? And can we see everything?
Yeah, you can see everything. So as a reminder, it's about 9 in the morning at this point. And
the sun
Very
is
early for
eliminated.
battle.
there's no
My
sun because it's heavy clouds in this region. So it's like a gray sky above, but you can see
Got it.
everything.
So I do have maybe one idea. We could use the element of surprise. I could definitely hamper a big group of them, blind them essentially with a little trick that I have up my sleeve. What say you?
But how many groups are there?
There
There's
are
3.
3.
Sounds
there-
right.
Well, how many do we have? We have 30 plus the 3 of us.
Yep.
Yeah,
Okay.
we could do that. And the first thing
We could
do
split
for
the group. We could split the group to go and attack like 2, and
Yep.
then I could try to basically debilitate one of them.
All right, and then Tabby and I should go for a necromancer each.
Sure.
We've got to take the necromancers out.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then perhaps just
And
see
that,
what's in these buildings to see if we can cripple
Does
something.
it in the buildings, Judd? Does it seem like I could sneak, maybe even along the roof of a building and get to where I could look down and like ambush one of the groups?
so the so you're on the edge of the retaining wall, which is 30 feet up from the next level.
Yeah.
And if you do go down about half the width of the tier that you're on now,
Mhm.
you could you could jump across to the very large building that's on that tier, that's right against the retaining wall. So you could get on that roof there.
And then we would be basically above them, and we could get the drop on them.
Right, and you still are above them right now, but there is a staircase you can see that is about 60 feet along the retaining wall from where you're standing right now that goes down to the bottom.
Is there anything I can see to swing on?
To swing on?
Yeah, I'm imagining some sort of like epic, like swinging into
like
battle.
Tarzan
kinda.
thing? No, because it's all open here. I mean, there are buildings behind you on the tier you're on, and then there's this like, you know, retaining wall, 30-foot drop, and then the buildings that are down on the next tier down. And the buildings that are...
maybe no swinging for now.
Yeah, no, sorry. But as you guys are having this conversation, that dark shape is coming at you. And at the same time, you see from down below, one of the necromancers in the group that is closest to you is pointing at you now. And
Okay, now would be a great time to do a spell. If
they've all
anyone has
shifted, and they look like they're headed your direction.
So does it look like it looks like they all saw us, or
they definitely, they're pointing right at you, so they see you, and they are a good still 120 feet away, not to mention 30 feet down. So they're a ways off, but they definitely see you.
And what is the Gith doing? And is he saying anything to the rest of the soldiers?
In this moment, you kind of all hit this retaining wall, and they're doing the same thing. They're looking around, and once they spot the stairs, they kind of, you can see they're pointing to, we take the stairs, let's go. And
okay, I'm going immediately to the climbing, jumping, and getting onto the roof of that building.
Okay. To do that, you're going to have to go through this shape that is rapidly coming at you. And as Ilie starts to head towards those stairs, he sees it too. He says, 2 arms! And everybody pulls out their weapons. And you see, I'm going to say this is just one shape. I think if you were alone, you'd be in more trouble, but you have a bunch of you. It looks like a large... like a cloak flying, like Doctor Strange's cloak kind of flying towards you, this billowing shape flying with no necromancer in it on its own, heading right for you.
Do we see this from the tower? Do Dagmara and I see this all?
You actually can't, because this is actually low level, and it's coming between the buildings. So from your vantage point, it's blocked by these buildings that are behind them.
All right, so this is not off the ground. I mean, not high off the ground. No,
it's about, I'd say about 10 feet off the ground.
Okay.
So you guys could tell me really quickly what you want to do, and...
well, if we have the high ground, then let's just destroy the shadow and take a defensive position, and when the skeletons come up, we have the high ground. Let's let's make them come to us.
I also like the idea of getting to the position that Tabby was talking about to try and carry out kind of the debilitating one of or part of the group with a spell. So I'm going to kind of try to maneuver past it. Maybe while the rest of the group engages it, Tabby and I can sneak past.
Okay.
If that seems possible.
I would like to clutch the like magic tree pet that I have, like really carefully, and then I'm gonna just like have my rapier overhead, because I imagine that like I can probably duck under where the shape is, because I'm so little, but like I have my rapier out ready to do something with it.
Okay. And Ilie says, archers! And you see a group that come from the middle and just kind of funnel out and take up a firing position. They all raise their bows and just... and you just see these arrows stick into this thing. And as it comes and you guys clash, you see that it takes several arrows, but just seems to kind of shrug it off. It's getting a bit torn up. It swoops down, takes out 3 of the archers in one go, and the rest of you bring up your arms. No problem, just slice that thing, and after a moment, it just crumbles on the ground.
Okay.
Nice.
All right. So I say something in Gith to set up a defensive position to make sure we sort of do
Should you speak Gith?
Yep. So
Oh, that's
we
right.
do
I forgot we set that up.
we have a kill zone, so that when they come up the stairs towards us, we can just hack at them, and then all concentration on archers towards the necromancers first.
Okay.
So as soon as we're in range with the necromancer, all archers attack the necromancer.
And does that clear a way for us to try to get to where on
Yeah.
top of the building?
So now you can run, and there is a gap of about probably 8 feet. So give me either.
That's quite a lot. I'm
an
not
F-
gonna try to do it. I'm gonna try to give you. I just tell.
I'm great at acrobatics. I imagine I take like a big leap.
Yeah, I was just
Yeah.
gonna tell you something before you jump. I'm gonna say, I don't think I can. I don't think I can make it, but see if you can get a torch near a large group of them. I'll be watching and I'll be ready.
And chat, just so you understand the layout, while it is 6 to 8 feet, it is 6 to 8 feet. It is a downward. So, I mean, just physics, you'd probably make it. It's just kind of how graceful are you going to be able to make the landing?
Oh, come on. Just try to make the jump.
All right, fine.
You can do it. Come on.
I'll give it a try.
All right, so you can. I'll let you use
gosh.
either athletics or
Oh.
acrobatics to make the jump.
Okay.
Do we both need to roll?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Let's
Make it.
see here. I will use acrobatics, which is +6. Let's
Okay.
see how I do here.
I
You can
rolled
do
very
it!
badly.
I rolled pretty well. 16 + 6, 22.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I rolled 8, so I think I was overconfident, guys.
Oh, no.
But you have a lot of pluses. Or no, a
That's
total?
with the pluses.
So, Tabitha, you were like, you can do it, just jump. And Otto's like, okay. And he runs and he jumps and he just nails the landing. He's like, oh, okay. And then you run and jump and you're like, oh, and your face just
I'm like,
goes to fear. Yeah. So, let's just do a just straight dex check. Let's see if you can grab her.
I'm like, Tommy! I try to grab her.
Am I rolling 2 or no?
No, you're,
Hoping that
15.
he catches me.
yeah. So he sees you coming up short, just reaches out and just grabs your hand and just pulls you right back, and you both tumble down on each other on
I'm
the
like-
roof of this building.
Good thing
my
you
God.
convinced me to do it.
Thank you. Sorry, I guess I'm not
Cool.
warmed up, so
No problem. Now,
yeah.
let's see if we can get advantage on this group. And I kind of like sneak toward the edge of the roof and like look down at what the
Okay.
the
And as you're
skeletons and
sneaking over,
necromancers are
Seville, what are
doing.
you doing? You were,
I'm with the commander, just waiting to, as soon as the necromancer gets into range, I just want to give the command to launch the arrows at the necromancers. How many groups are coming to it? All 3 of us? All 3 of
no,
them?
you see one group coming, and you see the wizard that was flying is headed your direction as well.
All right, so the command to kill the necromancers in the group below first, and then I'm going to wait until I'm in range of the wizard, and I'm going to hide so he can't see me, and as soon as he's within 90 feet, I'm hitting him.
Okay. All right, and just as we're going to leave you there for a moment. We're going to go back to Erisset and Dagmara.
Yep.
You're in the tower now. You see, looking over, you see the group dispersing through the city, and
Oh.
the main group heading along the wall, heading for the upper tier. What are you doing?
Oh god. I go undercover to the edge of the window and I look for some of the flying wizards, and I want to get to a place where I have a good shot at them if they come.
Yeah, how many windows are there around us?
It's actually all open. It
Oh,
almost
right,
looks like
okay,
it's
right.
like elven stonework, that these kind of
Mm.
pillars that open
Yeah.
with a little bit of like little
Okay.
design flourish at the top, but it's just
Okay.
you can just move between all
Okay.
And
How
I do the
far are
same.
they?
Yeah.
What?
of them. Yeah, I'd say for your roll before that, you can see from your vantage point, you're starting to see the wizard flying from the tip, heading up, but it's still quite far.
Mhm. Still quite far.
Yeah.
Wait, so
uh,
we don't have any cover? This is an open faced tower?
It's open. The the band of kind of the lookout area is just this open space between these thin stone pillars. So you have a 360 view around, and then the top of this, like this kind of domed top of the tower. But this is a watchtower, kind of lookout,
Yeah.
so it is meant to be open. But you have a
Wait,
great
so
view
there
of the
are
city.
no medieval, narrow, rectangular.
No, it's not
like-
a castle like arrow shooting defensive place. This is a watchtower.
Shit.
Right, but it has some railings, right? Like we can at least duck between those, like behind those
The
railings. if we
stone,
were
the stone
to
is
crouch.
literally about probably 6 inches. These 6 inches, and then you have about 2 feet, and then another 6 inches and 2 feet, and that just goes
Okay.
all the way around.
Okay, good.
They
But there's a
can see
railing that we
us.
can like duck behind.
They can,
Well.
yes, they can see you, and
They can see us clear as day. So our element of surprise
Yes.
is
Minimal.
Almost gone.
so you can see from your vantage point that there are lots of things in the air spread
Yeah.
throughout the city. Those kind of dark shapes you see kind of swirling and swimming through the air. Most of them seem to be toward the upper end, but there are a few headed down toward the lower tiers. Again, there's that necromancer flying at the tip who's coming up. There are 2 necromancers in the air on the level that you're at right now. One looks like they might be over the middle, over where the tree is,
How
which
far away?
actually you can see the tree.
how many?
That
feet away?
is about 320.
320.
Yeah,
Okay.
320 feet.
Feet?
320
Inches?
feet.
Meters?
Feet.
Centimeters?
Yeah.
All right. So,
Can I
Judd,
just kinda-
Judd,
Yeah.
when I was running up with Dagmara, and remember there was a level below where there were all kinds of supplies.
Yeah.
Did I notice any rectangular, slivery windows on my way up there?
No.
What kind of tower is this?
So
Again,
how
it's
did we
a
not
watchtower
build this tower?
for watching.
I do have a question though. How did we not see that they were up there and like the guys got murdered by them?
They're coming for you, Judd. They are
Um,
coming for you.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
thought like that was hidden and we didn't know. If we knew that they were, then we would have just maybe made a different choice.
I'm sorry. So I'm sorry. State that again.
Okay, so back a little bit ago,
Yeah.
when Ariset and Dagmara went up there and
Uh-huh.
killed the 2 cloaked men,
Yep.
based on your description of the architecture, we
Yep.
would have been able to see that happen.
I thought we did
n-
though.
You did see when you were engaging with the skeletons, because you were far enough down away from the tower. So this is like a physics perspective lesson, right? So we
Great.
have the tower, and before you were at the base of the tower, you could not see anything except like barely inside the tower. When you moved
Okay.
away and you were fighting the skeletons, and my hand's disappearing because of the thing, you had enough of an angle to see inside, and then you did see Ariset murder the the necromancers, so you knew that they were okay up there.
Okay.
Wait,
Before
so
you
it's,
took off.
there's no inside. There's just on the top.
Yeah.
It's open in a full 360.
Right. So there's
Um,
no seeing inside.
But we know they're not
we thought we
protected.
could see inside. They're
No,
not
you can see
protected.
inside. There are no windows. They're just these little 6-inch support columns holding up the top of the tower. Every 2 feet, there's a 6-inch support column all the way around.
Yeah.
Right,
Okay.
right. So it's not
And-
inside. It's just on top.
And
Yes.
then
Basically, we're
Dagmara.
just checking that we know that they're vulnerable,
Dagmara.
which is
Mhm.
different than we thought they were protected.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay.
I thought
got
they
it.
were
Right.
protected.
Ariset, I think we're going to have to be the eyes of the sky in this situation. So I'm just gonna take out the bow. We have to get their attention. We
Did you
kill
see
one.
anything below? Did you see anything below when you looked? I mean, I saw.
Yes.
What?
Ariset, they're the barrels of tar. We can use the barrels of tar. We can light a fire. If we put tar on our arrows and light the fire, then we can hurt them more than we can hurt them with our arrows. And then I can use my magic, the one I've been working on.
You have magic. What kind of
Yes, I
magic
have.
do you have?
I have shadow magic. It's
You
the
have
magic
what?
that I've been hiding. I have shadow sorceress magic. It's the magic I've been hiding for so long because of the story I told you. But thanks to Seville,
Oh,
I've
that
been
time you
working
killed your
on-
mom.
that
All right,
time I killed my
what are you
mom.
two doing?
You
What are you
can't
doing?
help it. Listen, we'll talk later. I lost my mother too. But don't blame yourself. Right now it might be useful. Perhaps it was even meant to be, but are you good at it?
Oh no, I'm going. Yes, yes,
Okay,
I'm
okay.
determined to use this magic in this case, and I just kind of
Okay.
whip up. Can I whip up something, Jed? Here.
Well, what are you doing? What are you attacking?
Well, I
there-
look. I mean, at this point, I'm not sure if I can make any because they're 320 feet away. My farthest spell is 120 feet. But I was going to use a magic missile.
Love
Um,
it.
yeah, I don't think that's gonna hit.
feel
Well,
like
magic
it's a-
missiles always hit.
Yeah, but is there a range on them?
Yeah, there is a range.
Because they
There
might
is.
Yeah,
just
there is.
they'll just
Yeah,
fizzle
it's
out.
120.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they always
Okay.
hit within 120 feet.
Okay.
So,
So,
you
they have
and
a
you
range.
would you would maybe
Dagmara,
know that.
maybe we use them as, maybe we draw them to us like bait. I mean, it's
Yes.
very risky, but if you're
Yes.
very, very good, and I
That's
hope to God you're not
exactly
exaggerating,
what
then
I
maybe
need.
we can take them together. And we'll help the others by drawing them to us so that they have more
Oh my goodness.
purchase on the ground.
Yes, yes. I think that's
And if
what we
things
have to
get
do,
really
so-
bad, if things get really bad, or if anything happens to me, there are two things, okay? That crystal, you can roll it off the edge and kill something below, potentially, if you're strong. Or if something's coming up from below, you could roll it over the trapdoor to block it. In case I die, those are two ideas I had. I want to leave you with.
Well, let's hope that you don't, because I don't know if I can roll the crystal by myself.
I
However,
agree. So this better fucking work.
so I'll just kind of grab your hand and I just say together,
We can do this.
together, and just pull
Oh.
out the arrows. We're gonna draw the attention of the necromancers by
The
shooting
girl
in their
power.
direction.
All right, so you're gonna shoot arrows. You're not gonna do your magic missile thing.
We're
Well,
not
I
doing
can't
anything
reach
yet.
them.
We're just
I
pulling them to us. We're
Unless,
just waiting.
unless I make some magic, I can do the magic missile just enough to
You can
to get
always
their
ready
attention.
an action,
Yeah, yeah.
right?
Yes.
You can hold an action, but if you want to draw attention, you could still fire your magic missiles. You
That's I'm gonna then in that case I'm gonna fire my magic missile to draw their attention because it's probably bright.
okay? So
Yes.
so you just go over to the window, you
I-
draw your hand
I
out,
hold
and you
back in.
focus. You can just see a necromancer that you know they're out of range, but you don't care, and you just fire, and just from your fingertips, Erisette, you see these little as these streaking lights, leaving these flaming trails behind, just snake and weave through the air brightly, and you see a few of the people down below look up as they see them go, and just right at the end of their range, kind of fizzle out. But and
Can dark magic be so
And-
beautiful?
you see two necromancers who are in the air start to move forward. One from the center that was over the tree, and another from from the side. You see another dark shape rise out that you could not see before. It's only about 60 feet away from you, comes up between two buildings and starts streaking in the air. And as you see all of these converging on your tower, we're gonna go to break.
I think we got them. Erisette. I think we got them. I'm just very much observing this
Do
and
this. We
really
can do this. We can do
doubting my
this.
decision, backing up. I just look at Erisette, and I mean, are we rolling initiative here, or are we just?
No, we're gonna go to break.
Okay.
Actually, we're leaving you in a cliffhanger of attracting all this danger to you.
You know, this is actually a good tactic. If you split their army in different directions, you know, maybe that'll work in our favor.
Yeah.
We have a lot of
Maybe.
ground to cover, so
Correct. And we
That's
can also
true.
go downstairs. We can like hide. We can use the
Yeah.
trapdoor. Okay.
yeah,
There's
we've
mana.
got plans.
You guys, you have
We've got
options.
plans.
You have
Guys,
options.
out there viewing, you can see if it works out to our success or our abysmal failure. I really hope you stick around and see if.
Worst case
Yeah.
scenario, we just jump off the tower, Assassin's Creed style.
There
Yeah,
you go.
I mean, in
That leap.
typical.
Land in a,
Yeah, like
no
Thelma and
matter
Louise.
how high you were, as long as you land in a little barrel, a thing of hay, you are impenetrable to.
Oh yeah, you're fine. You're
Yeah.
fine.
You're fine.
There are a lot
Oh
of
my
skeleton
God.
bones below us. Maybe they'll break our fall.
Well, all right, everyone. Well, exciting stuff. We will be back in about 10 minutes. Don't go away. I believe KP is handing out some more
Yes.
subscriptions.
2 subs away at the break, so stick
Yes,
around for
so stick around. We'll see that, and we'll be back. Thanks, everyone.
that. See you guys.
Hold on. No, now we're unmuted. Hello, everyone. Hello.
Everybody.
Hello.
Hello.
We're gonna try to get our breaks back under control. You know, when before we went to this remote thing, our breaks were like clockwork. We even had a countdown. We were there. But it's
Yeah.
hard
Yeah.
with this remote thing.
It is, and we're pretty bad at
Because you can't
time.
tell us
so
to go back in.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I'm sitting here like, come back.
Yeah.
No,
It's
it's hard
just
for
kind
me
of like
too.
when the bell rings to go back to class, and
Yeah.
you're just kind of like, whatever, I'll get to class when I
Up.
feel like it.
They can
Yeah.
start without me. It's
Yes.
no big deal.
Or maybe
Yeah.
you guys were like dorks and you went to class on time. I don't know.
Definitely
I
not.
was.
I did
I was-
not.
I was and I wasn't. I was a mix.
You were mixed.
I
Yeah.
mostly had anxiety if
yeah,
I was late.
we are
like,
slackers, but we'll get back there for you folks.
Yeah.
when
Yeah,
12th
we'll be
grade
back.
started, I just didn't care. I was like, what?
That's it.
I almost
Tonight's-
see-
But
tonight's
if there's
slacker
any
night.
teenage kids who are in school still watching, go to class, okay?
Yeah.
Don't do as we
It
do.
pays off when you're older.
Hey, Judd, I have a question.
Yeah.
Did we choose a new person for
So-
our...
What a great timed question. As I was just checking one more time to give that person one more chance
And
to respond to my email.
And
There's no response. And I checked my junk and I checked everything.
You checked
'cause
your junk
you
I checked my
checked your
junk.
junk?
My
How's
junk
your
said,
junk?
my junk said,
on
"Get somebody
Twitch. You
else."
checked your junk live on Twitch.
Oh yeah, I
I
don't have
knew
any
you
pants.
were.
Wait,
I
do you
knew
guys
you
have
were up
pants
to
on?
something. I knew you were up to something.
Because I'm not wearing pants. I don't know. Like, the rest of you are wearing pants. That's so weird.
I did decide on pants today.
That's superfluous.
That's superfluous.
Okay.
Yes.
Um,
Well, going off of the
Okay, give me
the
it's picking up-
Anchorman, Will
pick-
Ferrell.
yeah.
Do you name your your testes
Oh God, what are we
the-
talking about?
Wow.
the
Will Ferrell names his
octagon?
testes? Who knew?
No, Paul Rudd's character names his testes. The octagon is his right one. Oh no, that's his penis. It's called the octagon. But then he names his left one James Westfall. And
And
it's-
Oh
this
my
is
God.
Anchorman.
What?
You know what? You know what I think's happening? I think Peter
This
is
is
actually
Anchorman.
just watching Anchorman and he's not playing with us.
no, I'm watching Anchorman the whole time.
You know what? I loved Paul Rudd until I just found out what he calls his left testicle.
No,
and all of
that's
a
in the
sudden,
Oh
movie.
no.
It was
in the
his
movie.
character. It wasn't
It's his
him,
character,
the
it's his
actor.
oh, acting! Oh, acting!
Oh, you know that acting thing? You know that
Yeah.
we're all
It's
doing?
acting.
God, it seems so real.
He's an actor.
Mm.
Um,
Okay.
But yeah.
okay.
Why don't
So,
women
Judd.
women
Yeah.
don't name their boobs? You know, I'm just saying. We don't name
Hey.
our boobs.
That's
Well, you guys should, and we all expect
Yeah.
boob names next week.
Yeah.
True.
Judd, what happened
I'm
with
sure the
this
Twitch
giveaway,
community
my
would-
man? Because
Yeah.
if you left to our own devices, I mean, you see. what's gonna
I can see. Luckily, I'm busy over here doing the thing, and I had to relog in and do all that,
Uh-huh.
and I've clicked on the thing. So all I have to do now is click, pick a new winner. Sorry, person
Click it.
who didn't. All
Click
right,
it so we
Click
here
can
we
play.
go.
Click it.
Just to
Click it so
clarify
we
for
can play.
everyone, this is a re-give away of our
Yeah.
biggest giveaway that we ever did, correct?
And
Yeah,
it's a
it is-
lot of stuff.
It's it's over $300 worth of stuff.
Awesome. Can we play D&D?
I can only assume we got like
Can we play
a
D&D?
bot or something that did that. I don't know who wouldn't respond.
We got botted.
Yeah, or maybe we were in their spam, but it was 3 emails out. I am sorry, we got to pick somebody else.
Next.
And it was in another country, so maybe it was suspicious. I don't know. Anyway,
All right.
here we
That's so
go.
weird.
In
You
three,
just spam?
What is it?
I'm getting a new person in 2,
Ooh.
in 1. Here we go. Oh my God! It's Timmy the Spork.
It's Timmy the Spork.
Timmy,
Timmy the Spork.
Timmy wins. Oh my
I
God!
am so happy for Timmy.
Timmy! Oh my
He's
God!
Like, what?
Crazy.
Timmy
my
said,
God,
what?
Is Timmy in chat? I can't see
Fixed.
chat.
Yeah,
This
he's
is not
Yeah.
rigged.
He said rigged.
it's
I
rigged,
know,
it's
I know.
rigged.
Timmy has won something before, but we didn't have any rules like that. But Timmy,
I don't know. That's
There
out
were-
of 400
there were
people.
like-
dude,
Rats.
so-
yeah, there are a lot of people in
Super
there,
deserving.
Timmy is
Timmy.
so
and
humble
and
right
it is
now.
a random generator that is done by Gleam.io. I have no control over it other than to
Yeah.
click pick a new person. There you go, and
There you go, take a
you
screenshot.
subscribed. You got 5 bonus or entries for that subscription, and I think it paid off. So.
Yeah, man. Well,
Timmy, I'm so
congratulations.
congrats, man. I am so excited for you.
Congrats.
It's been a wonderful supporter of the show from day one. I will DM you about getting your loot to you, and congratulations again.
Mhm.
Congrats.
Yay.
And hold on, I think I'm getting a message from Killer Panda. Let me look at this before.
Who's
Says-
KP?
She's
Hey,
probably
the
like,
old winner just emailed.
Oh,
No.
Sorry.
she wants our master volume up a little bit, so
Okay, fair enough.
let me do that.
All right.
There's
Let's play
Guys,
D&D.
and you may not believe this if there's any new viewers, but D&D is coming. It is gonna happen.
Eventually, we will
yeah,
resume this.
Eventually,
Yeah.
this
Oh
is
my
a
God.
D&D
And I'm definitely
stream.
not stalling because I'm doing a battle with 600 people right now. Is that a problem? Is that a problem? I'm not stalling at all.
Doing fine.
But
Let us
however,
Very
play
well, I would
D&D.
KP would like me just to very quickly announce what Timmy won. And I think it's a very good idea. Thank you, KP.
See?
Um,
Rocket science.
$100 of Dwarven Forge gift certificate. $100
Big
of whatever
stuff.
you want.
That's legit.
$100 of online
That's awesome.
material at D&D Beyond. $100 to use at Level Up Dice. Dice I
Crazy.
use here on the
Wow.
show, which you can't see because it's disappearing. Love that. And a hand-painted mini by Peter that we have used on the show, and a subscription, which you already have, but we'll give you another one, to our channel. So congratulations again, Timmy. Thank you all, everybody, for entering. We're going to have another contest very soon. So stay tuned. That one, you will have to be present to win, just like Timmy was tonight, but that was not a requirement of this one. But in
It's
the next
good.
one, it
Timmy's
will be.
always here, so that's a good
I
thing.
know. I
That
appreciate
is a
it.
good thing.
And thank you to everybody else, for all the new
Amazing.
followers, subscribers, and all that. Okay, so
Okay.
let's jump back in.
Yay,
Uh,
D&D time, D&D time.
Yes.
Yay.
Yes. Let me pull up
Thank
the music again because I stopped that. We're going to just do this for right now. As we get back in. Okay, so to remind you where we left off, Dagmara and Erisette, you decided to bring some of the attention on your tower to help the efforts of the other fronts in this battle. And Dagmara put her hand out, and you saw these little missiles erupt out of her fingertips, like these tiny little missiles just
So dope.
and just soar, sizzling through the air, attracting the attention of those around as several of the necromancers flying up in the air divert their attention towards you and start flying in your direction. And a dark shape comes up from between 2 buildings about 60 feet away and kind of swims up through the air and starts coming for you guys. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna mark
She
that
goes,
one. I'm marking that one with my hunter's mark, Judd.
Run.
Okay, all right. So you're marking the flying object.
Yes,
Oh,
and
shit.
so just so everybody knows that I choose a creature I can see within range. It's a 90-foot range. So is it? Can I mark it yet? Or do I have to
Yeah.
wait?
No, you've
Oh,
marked
nice.
it.
All right.
You marked it, and
I
you're not in
mystically mark it
initiative.
as my
So
query.
I'm gonna say you could just do that.
So I deal an extra 1d6 damage to the target whenever I hit with a weapon attack, and I have
Beautiful.
advantage on any wisdom or survival check I make to find it.
To find it. Yeah.
Great.
And if
Oh.
the target drops to 0 hit points before my spell ends and the concentration is up to an hour, I can use a bonus action on a subsequent turn to mark a new creature.
Yes,
So you
can.
could get a lot of mileage out of that one spell slot. It
I
sounds
sure
like.
can because it looks like
Hunters-
now that I'm level 3, or wait,
Yeah.
I'm
No,
level
5.
5.
Oh,
So-
tomato,
Don't
tomato.
shortchange yourself like that.
Exactly. Oh, thanks for
Oh,
following.
but but no, actually no, I'm not at spell slot 3rd level yet, so I gotta wait.
No, that's a different thing.
basically,
Yeah.
I get an hour. I got myself an hour.
That's great.
Nice.
That's
Okay.
great.
That's a great
Smart.
amount of time in battle.
And as they're approaching, I just reach out to the side and touch Arisette on the shoulder, which causes me to cast Dragon's Breath, which is
What?
I touch one
what?
willing creature. I hope you're willing.
Oh.
And imbue it with the power to spew
Consent is
magical
required.
energy. yes, because I imbue you with the power, with the ability to spew magical energy from your mouth, provided you have one, which you do. You can choose acid, cold, fire, lightning, or poison. Until the spell ends, you can use an action to exhale energy of the chosen type in a 15-foot cone. So if one of these necromancers comes close, you will be able to spew
Be able to
that
breathe.
energy out.
Are you
Breathe out
serious?
magic. Yes.
What's the duration?
Oh my god, that's amazing! Thank you. You just did that to
Get
me?
ready.
Your
Yes, I
spell-
just
Did
did
that
that
to
to
me.
you. I just did that to you.
See, they
Thank
were
you
used.
so much.
Giving your magic.
Dope.
They
I
were
wish I
used
had
to.
I wish I had something I could give you back, but I don't right now. But thank
Just
you.
Give me
They
your
were used to
protection.
me.
Give me
They
your
were used to lame
Okay.
bard spells. This is like a really rare treat for them. This is
It's a new
Yeah.
guard
like
in
cool.
town.
Yeah, this is some
so-
serious
I
I was
buffing.
looking through my
Yeah.
spells.
So
I'm
great.
like, do I have any spells that benefit other players? I was like, I don't. Let me get one.
Your
After I
gift
level.
back will be to survive this.
Yes.
There you go.
So
Yeah,
this
yeah.
is protect me. Protect
So
me.
then, with her giving me that, I just feel so ready, and I feel all the fear that I had completely step away, and I actually go and I stand actually out on the edge, the farthest, most conspicuous edge of
Feeling
this
brave.
platform. And I say, "Come to me."
Mhm.
Not
Oh
come
my.
to me.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So
And-
you're standing there waiting for it to come to you. Dagmara, are you doing anything else? As these three shapes, so these two necromancers and this other shape are converging on your location.
Oh,
You're
I
getting-
join Arisette. I step as far out as I can, just ready for them, and my hand ready to loom with the next spell, just whatever it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
I don't know what else.
I
Oh,
think
also,
Dragon's
quick-
Breath is a bonus action, by the way.
Oh,
I mean, it is, but we're not in initiative yet, so you can kind of
I can kind of
cast what you want to cast until.
before we go. Is there? Oh,
In fact,
oh,
let's do this. You two roll initiative for me.
okay.
We're gonna try to keep this whole thing because there's a lot moving, a lot of moving
That was
parts
a
in this
natural
battle.
20.
Oh my
yeah.
god.
Yes,
Okay.
plus 3, 23.
Okay,
I got a
23.
16.
All right. So
Okay.
I'm gonna roll individually for these three. Wow, you certainly beat two of those. Oh, you beat all three. Okay. All right. So okay, so now we're in initiative order. So action's kind of slowing down for a moment. As you see, you have this dark shape that's now about 40 feet away. There's one necromancer who, at this point, I'm going to say is here about 100 feet away, and the other one is about 140 feet away
Okay.
at this point.
Mm.
You said one is 40 for sure?
140. Oh,
One-
the dark shape is 40.
Okay. What is the dark? Do we have any more collection of what it is?
Yeah, from what you can see, it looks like a large kind of cloak flying on its own.
Okay. Well, I honestly don't want to waste any more time. I
All right,
want to.
so yeah,
Yeah.
It's
Dagmar,
only
go
40
ahead.
feet away.
Well, I'm
Oh.
gonna start off with my chaos bolt. So I
I
just
love it.
conjure, I raise up my hand, I kind of close my eyes because it's the first time I'm using this dark spell ever since it took over me in that same city, and I hit Tevin, and I just take a deep breath. I remember what
Okay.
someone said. I control it,
Mhm.
and I hurl an undulating, warbling mass of chaotic energy.
That is so cool.
That's
That's
awesome.
a dope
Okay.
spell.
Kind of like shiver doing
Make
it.
a ranged attack against a target on a hit. They take 2d8
Yeah,
plus 1d6.
Yeah, so roll your attack.
Okay. Oh my.
Oh, it says here, choose one of the d8s. The number rolled on the die determines the attack's damage type. That's
Oh
kind of
yeah,
cool.
yeah. That is.
I said oh my because that was another natural 20.
Nice.
Oh my gosh!
Nice.
You critted.
Nice.
You
Oh
are
my
literally
God.
on
I swear, if I can like
fire.
Literally.
screenshot this.
We believe you. We believe you. You've got enough surprise on your face.
Okay, so that hit. Is there anything else I need to?
No, that hits. That hits. So just
That hits.
roll.
You'll actually get to double your
Yeah.
damage, which is really good.
So roll your damage and let me know if you need
Is-
any.
That is
Basically,
decent.
you roll 2d8s. It
2d8.
says if the d8s are the same, the chaotic energy leaps from that target to a different creature of your choice within
Oh.
30 feet of it. So if your 8s end up being the same, which I think now that you've critted, you have a better chance since you're going to roll 4d8. You're looking to roll doubles basically to do
Okay, I'm
more,
rolling
even
two
more.
d8s right now. Yeah.
Yeah, roll 2d8s.
2d8s
We actually
twice.
we double the
Okay.
for our crits. We double the
Or you double
roll.
the value.
But there's
You double
there's
the-
nothing within
okay.
30 feet anyway. So
Okay.
There you go.
I got a 2 and an 8.
okay, now you get to choose one of those, right? And
Yes.
pick
I'll
your.
choose.
Hold on, let me pull up my person.
I will go with the higher. I'll choose the
Mhm.
8.
I mean, both of those apply. So keep both
Okay.
numbers.
Okay.
Hold on a second.
You could do cold or thunder damage.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to get at.
Oh, right. Look at that.
Ooh, what are you gonna pick?
Oh my gosh. Cold or thunder? I feel like
Thunder.
these wizards have had enough of the cold. Let's give them some thunder.
Nice.
Oh, yes.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
So then what was the total? 8 and what was the other one?
2 and 8.
So 10, the then doubled is 20. That's a
20.
lot.
Yeah. So, yeah, you just see Dagmara cast the spell. This erupts out of her fingers. This-
Amazing.
This ball of kind of wild magic energy soars through the air and blasts this dark object. And just see this energy just like boom and just hit this thunder damage, just smash it, pushing it back. And
Ooh.
pieces of it just start shredding off. It's still in the air, but that was a big hit.
It's like a Dementor. Oof.
Right?
And I just
Very
take a
Dementor-like,
moment and
yeah.
just kind of let this moment just kind of fill me and just take a deep breath as if I defeated that darkness within, and I feel stronger and stronger with every beat. Like I got this.
Okay.
My mother's death does not define me. Okay.
Sorry.
Amazing.
Had to go.
Uh,
Had to say this.
No,
We've
it
done
was great.
now.
It was great. Air set.
Okay, and it's right in front of me, and it's got my hunter's mark. So again, I take my trusty bow and arrow, and
Okay.
I take a shot at it as well.
Are you gonna make it? Are you gonna make it? Are you gonna make it?
Come on, let's see the
Got
hit
this.
with
She
the
feels
hunter's
strong.
mark.
I'm getting
Okay.
goosebumps here.
I get a 19.
That
Oh
hits.
yeah.
Ooh.
Now, but I have
Close.
hunter's mark, so
That adds to your
remind-
damage. So
Okay.
roll your damage for the attack first.
Which I think is an 8-sided die.
Do you have a short bow or a long bow on?
Short bow. It's a
So
six-sided.
it's
so I've
6.
got-
So roll a d6
yeah,
And
which
then
I-
another D6.
and then roll another d6 and add them
Okay.
together.
Okay. 12.
Okay. All right.
Amazing.
Yeah, pretty good.
Nice.
Which, by the way, is because I have a +4 on my damage anyway. So
Yeah.
I got.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, well done. So, as I said, you just see this thing as it's kind of swimming through the air, and you've marked it. You just know instinctually where it is, and just let that arrow fly at the right moment. You see it just tear into this thing. More pieces of it fall, but it's still coming at you. And
I am
Still
so
coming at me.
regretting not being a part of this girl power situation.
Yeah.
So
well,
want you to be a part of this? We're like,
Well, they might need you.
They
to
would
be
have
part of
never
this.
had
I
this
know.
moment if
I know.
someone wouldn't have unlocked the door for them.
Totally. We
So
owe it all to
true.
you.
So
it's very true. We're both feeling very strong, but I am kind of looking down. Like, where's Tabby? Where's everyone else?
Mhm.
Farther
Don't
north.
Oh,
worry,
you know,
we're
just slogging it in the trenches.
I just want to keep them safe as much as I can, and I'm
Yes.
terrified for them because there's, regardless of how big our army is, I feel like we're so outnumbered.
Oh,
I'm
absolutely.
worried for them.
And in that moment
Really
that you're
happy.
having this conversation, you see the dark shape is there, yes, but the two necromancers are also
Awesome.
coming in, and you see
Right.
one raises up his hand, and his other hand comes up like this, and you just see this swirling orange ball of energy
No.
focus in his hand and starts streaking at you. Excuse me. I need you both to make dexterity saves.
Okay.
Hello.
Oh no.
Oh wait, you're gonna throw that fireball graphic up there?
I got a natural
Nice.
20.
Oh, yes.
nice.
Tina, thank you for the reminder.
Nice. I got
Yeah.
a 12.
A 12. Okay. So obviously, Ariset, you save. Dagmar, you do not save.
Oh no.
Mhm.
And let me roll damage. Hold on.
I don't like that.
No,
Okay, that's
hopefully
okay.
it's not the one I took, but this might be. Hopefully this is
my.
a lesser one.
No, why can't we attack it? We haven't engaged with it. Why can't we shoot it instead of having to just do dexterity checks?
It's a
You're
it's
getting
a spell.
attacked.
You're being attacked right now, and you're
Oh
screwing
man,
up
I
my
wish I
count.
could
Hold
throw
on.
up a spell, you know.
Hey, do you happen to have the shield spell?
I happen to have absorb elements. Can I throw that
Yes.
up?
Yes.
Yes. Can I throw that up?
It will absorb the damage that
Yes.
you're gonna take. Not all of it. It halves it.
That's
Yeah.
but that is
help.
it. There is no better time to use it. Yeah.
So-
right. Then now, good.
Yeah.
Well, before you use it, I'll just let you know. So because I rolled really crappy, I had all low numbers.
Oh.
Usually my black dice are deadly, but that was bad. That was only 18 points
Okay.
of damages. You just see and Ariset, you take half of that.
I take half of her damage.
You take half of your damage. You
I rolled a natural 20.
yeah, on a successful save, you only take half damage.
Oh.
What you see is this little ball of fire coming at you, and let's launch one
Okay.
at. For,
But I can't throw
for
up that
everybody to
absorb
see.
elements shield.
You could,
I
and
mean-
it would make it 9 as well.
Okay.
Just-
Can I do
yeah.
that?
Yeah, you can.
Up.
So what's my damage?
So yours is 9.
9.
So,
Okay, mine is
Ariset,
9.
you see this
Okay.
ball of fire just coming at you, getting larger and larger, and it just smashes through the stone barrier, erupting that whole area that you're standing in flame. And you do your best to dodge pieces of it, moving behind the crystal, but you're still getting the fires just leaping around and just licking at you, burning and singeing your clothes and
I
armor.
pat it down.
All right.
So I get 9 damage.
Yeah, 9 damage. All right.
Get 9
That's
also.
fine. Bring it on. It's okay.
Yeah.
So he's right here now, right?
Good. Yeah, we're
So
just kind of like.
do I get a
bouncing
boat?
up.
He's still flying at you.
my.
It might be since we're using a lot of these spells for the first time too, Dagmara. So you know, it
Yeah.
says since you absorbed it, if you hit anybody with a melee attack
Mm-hmm.
on your next turn, you deal an extra 1d6 fire damage.
Ooh.
you've, like,
Okay.
Harnessed it. I know they're far away, but just so
But
you
can
know.
I? Does it count if I throw something at them, like that dagger? Would that count as a melee? Or does
I don't
range?
think so. You need to be
Yeah.
right next to them.
Yeah.
Okay, right, that's
But
fine.
anyway, just so you know how it works.
That's good to know. Thank
Yeah.
you. Awesome.
Oh man. All right, you guys
Alright.
survived the fireball. That's good.
Yeah, you guys are lucky because I rolled really badly.
Oh
So
my.
the next one
I just
is
kinda
just
look at
going to
Ariset
use his turn to get closer. He's not attacking. Dagmara, you're up again.
Get closer,
Ooh.
you say.
How close is he?
Yeah,
How close is he? How close?
I'm just gonna get in a melee range and just see what happens.
Well,
Yeah.
okay, one was 100 feet away, and so it uses its full flying speed, which I think is 60. So he's
Okay.
gonna be at 40. The other one also gonna take its full movement. It was at 140, so it's 80 feet away.
Okay.
And
So we have one that's okay. So it's 80 now, and one is like
Oh.
40-ish still,
Yep. And
and the other one is
the other one, I forgot to take its movement for the thing. You guys attacked, and I forgot to put its attack in. So
The big
you,
shadow thing, right?
you see the shadow thing. It was last on initiative. Comes up, and it's only 40 feet at its start, and
Shit, I hope it's not what I think it is.
its flying speed is 40 feet. So it's going to get right to the edge, right up next to you, and
right up next to me.
it's here, right up to the
how
windows, to where you
Right up next to me.
where you both are
Can she take an
standing.
opportunity attack?
Right.
Is this up to me?
No,
And here's a
because it's not
question-
moving away. Okay, so you see this, it looks like this cloak just flowing on its own. And as it gets right, it can just barely makes it to you. you see it form up and just swipes out and bites at. Let me see. It bites at. Oops, that fell off. Actually, bites at Erisette.
Oh no.
No.
Oh no.
But it rolled a natural 1. So
Yay!
you just move aside and it
Oh my
smashes into the
God.
pillar and pulls away. And then
Don't
it
I
goes-
get an opportunity attack on this thing?
No, it hasn't moved. It's in your melee.
It's in the melee?
It's in your melee, so it's not. It has to move away from you to get an opportunity attack. Right now, it's moved up to you and is attacking you.
Up to
And-
you, Ariset.
And now,
Okay.
as Airset, you dodge that. It twists and its tail comes around, forming
Oh,
into
another
this
one of those, with the
piercing
tail.
Dagmara. It hits a 17 on you. What's your armor class?
What? Oh my gosh. Okay. So hold on.
What is happening?
17 on me, so I've got
No.
11.
What's your
What?
armor class? That was 17 to hit.
What's
Not
my,
damage,
sorry.
just to see if it was quick. If you were
Oh,
quick.
I got you.
Oh, hold on, I got you. You're 16, so it hits.
Yes.
Oh.
All right, so
Yeah,
so it's a
oh.
1d8. That's 4.
Armor class 17. I got it. Okay. Learn
Your
this
armor
game.
class is like basically figures out if something can hit you, and then if they equal it or they're greater than it, they'll do damage to you.
So, Dagmara,
Gotcha.
as you watch Erisette
Yeah.
dodge out of the way of this biting attack, your attention gets distracted. You don't see that it forms up a tail. It comes in, just stabs you for this piercing attack. It's actually slashing attack. Slashes
Ow.
open your side there. 7 points of slashing damage.
Oh.
So you can mark that off.
That is
Take a potion. Take a potion.
brutal. I was about to ask.
All right,
Erisette.
now, Dagmara, you're up.
Yeah. Okay. Is there anything within melee range within?
Yeah,
within
yeah.
me?
This one's like
That
right
thing.
at
Okay,
your.
great. Because
right at your
right at that
face.
moment, I'm so mad. I pull out
Yeah.
that freaking dagger,
Unleash
and not
the
only,
fire.
yes, not only do I have that bonus, but I'm gonna cast Green Flame Blade if that's possible to stack with what I have. And
Yeah.
the Green Flame Blade is I'm gonna make the melee attack against this creature.
Yep.
Otherwise, the spell fails. On the hit, the target suffers the attack's normal effect, and green fire leaps from the target to a different creature of your choice that you can see within 5 feet of it, which there probably isn't one.
Not
I'm
yet.
still gonna attack it.
Not yet.
Yes, I'm gonna attack it with its own freaking dagger.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, sorry. Just kind of a little mad. Okay, and I'm rolling, and that's 12 on the blade.
Okay, hold on a second.
Come on.
Not enough.
12. No, it just.
No.
You go to stab. It's a small
No.
dagger. It kind of just moves
Yeah.
away. Just the timing was off.
Mm.
Do you have a bonus action?
Yes, I would love to just kind of roll back or just jump back towards Erisette and away from this creature.
Harisette's still at the front, but you can. So you're in this turret, right? It's all open, about 15 feet across. The trapdoor is still behind. It's actually right behind you, and it is still open. Where do you want to move to? And the crystal is still in the middle.
Can I kind of stand behind the crystal? Just hide behind the crystal?
You can move. You will get an opportunity attack from the shape.
Okay.
You want to do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
do.
you dart away. It sees you move. Nope. It just too late tries to snatch at you. You dart out of its
Great.
grasp and you hide
Nice.
behind the crystal.
Okay.
Erisette,
Okay.
you're up.
Okay, so it's right here in my face, right?
Yep, right in your face.
I want to take my moon touch rapier and just stab it right in between the
Hold on.
face, like
Did we
right in between
apply
the eyes.
The extra damage?
I think sadly you would have, but you missed.
Yeah.
That's all right. I'm sorry to interrupt your spell there.
No, it's
I mean,
fine.
your
And
hit.
I think I still have my hunter's mark going too.
Yeah.
So...
It lasts for an hour, so.
Okay, so this should be hopefully pretty effective.
Okay.
I think it will be. I
Okay.
have a
We
good
need
feeling.
we need a hit here.
I got
Yes.
I got a 15.
15 hits?
Yay!
Yes.
It's messy because he's so close and he's freaking scary. Like just it's scary stabbing into nothing. Like it just
Mhm.
this is my worst nightmare right in my face right now. But okay, that's good. I'm glad I got it.
Mm-hmm.
So let me
Don't forget your extra damage.
yeah. All right, so I get
And you got your dragon breath at any point.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, but
Don't
I'm
forget.
yeah. So I got an 8 damage.
8 total.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So it's definitely still has some substance to it, but you can tell you're having some pretty effective damage on it, as
Okay.
bits of it seem to just kind of be falling and disintegrating off of it. You look over this shape that's right in your face, and you do see these 2 necromancing wizards flying towards you.
Okay, so the thing in front of me is still not dead.
Nope.
But as a bonus action, because I can do that, I've got 2 weapon fighting, baby.
Yeah.
So right when he thinks or it thinks that it's done, I also bring my
Maybe a dagger.
Dagger.
It's just your dagger.
I bring my
Yeah.
dagger from my other
Nice.
hand, and I go for the top of the head.
Yes.
All right.
And
So
Nice.
roll another attack.
Okay, and I still got Hunter's Mark, so okay. This is a 24.
Okay,
Yes.
that hits. That hits.
Wow.
You didn't crit
Okay.
though, right?
No.
Okay. And so,
Okay.
dagger is just so roll a d4 for the dagger.
Oh, I rolled the wrong thing. Hold on. So D4. Right.
D4 for damage.
Yeah,
Don't
yeah.
don't add a modifier to this because this is a bonus
Oh,
melee.
really?
Yeah, so just straight whatever you get on that,
But I still get the Hunter's Mark.
but you get the
So I
hunter's
s-
mark.
Yeah.
So roll the
So-
d4 and then roll a d6 and add those 2 numbers together and tell me what you got.
I got a 2.
2 total? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
You go for the big kill, and you just kind of nick some of it off. It just
Dang
happened to
it.
move at the wrong moment. So it's on its
feel you.
last legs for
Well,
sure.
actually, I think because this is like so vaporous, I thought I was going for like the soft spot in the head, you know, like they have in like it's gruesome, but like in a newborn
Like,
baby.
I was gonna say don't. I'm like,
Oh,
And
yeah,
I-
that.
Yeah, like in that.
Instead I just kind of miss and I just go like this. And I
Aw.
feel like I don't really get much.
Yeah.
No purchase, you know?
Okay, okay. You still have your movement, and I do want to remind you that there are wizards flying towards the tower. What do you want to do?
I run behind the crystal as well
Okay.
with Dagmara.
I'll look
And I
at
say,
each other.
Dagmara, are you okay? You're not okay. I know you're not. What can I do? I don't have a healing potion.
Do you have any? Don't.
I don't.
You don't have a healing potion?
I don't think I do.
I'm kind of like holding on to my side, and I
We
just
were
kinda,
given
like,
healing potions in Vortex.
Okay, I'm pretty sure I have one. I just don't know how to.
I
thought I
think
had
you
one, but-
Give me
someone,
one. Didn't you give me
someone-
one?
Oh,
someone
man.
gave one away to like
Yes.
Geisel's sister and
I
all of
gave
this
one
stuff,
away.
So.
No,
Okay.
but I didn't. I just don't.
Erisette, it doesn't matter
You don't have
because
one,
you
yeah.
don't have any more bonus action anyway, so you're done.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
as you move away from it, it forms up that mouth and reaches out as you dash away, and just you feel it bite into your arm, and
Ah!
just rip the
No.
flesh away
Why?
for 11 points of
Ah!
piercing damage.
Oh my gosh.
All
Oh.
of us are gonna get killed.
No.
Yeah.
Um,
And I just say to Dagmara, I say, well, at least we're in good company.
I just kind of look at you, just try to pull you away like as much as I can from this creature, because then whose turn is it now?
Yeah.
It is now the necromancer's turn.
That sucks.
And he, well,
have
in
the door
some ways, as you see this shape that is fighting you right at the edge of the window, you don't see any fireballs being cast because this creature is kind of shielding you at the moment.
Right.
And so it's going to, let's see, it was 160, 40. So you see after a moment, just the necromancer rises up from underneath, from the edge, a little bit to the left of where that cloak shape is. And hold on. and is going to cast. You see his hand comes out and he holds up like this and he just drops these little grains of sand
Oh my gosh.
out of his
More
hand.
surprises.
And you just see it trickle down, and you hear these, and you start to feel this unnatural sleep trying to take hold of you.
No.
Oh no.
Mm-mm.
Okay, hold on a second.
Trying.
It's
Trying is
better
a good
than-
word.
It's better than being burned alive for right now, so that's
Mm.
good.
Trying is an important word here.
Mm-hmm.
You're still alive,
Alright.
and you guys have ample hit points, so this might fail.
Yeah, I might fail.
Yes, yes. I have.
Let the arrogance be their undoing.
Yes, it will fail.
Yes, yes.
I've
Yes,
never actually
indeed.
cast this myself, so I'm sorry. I'm just looking
Yeah.
up.
And as we're slowly like feeling this, I hear Otto's voice
okay,
in my
notice.
head, just something along the lines of these fools, they know
Six.
nothing of the ways of the mortal, of the living. And I'm like just trying to shake it off.
Hey, that was pretty good.
Thank you. Done my research.
Okay.
Pretty
wish I
sure
could-
you guys succeeded.
I think so, because it's 5d8 and I got again I got on my d8 even now. I don't know what's happening. I don't want to hurt you guys. 15.
Aw.
So what are your current hit points? If-
I've got 21.
All right, and Erisat,
At 24.
all right, you guys are both okay. So you feel this magical sleepiness trying to shut
Cover
down
your ears.
mind,
Dagmara, cover your
and-
ears. He's trying to do something to us.
and it passes, and you feel your senses coming back to you, and you see his face go from this calm demeanor to this anger. And he is going to lower out of frame. The other necromancer is coming up, and he can't make it to you in his turn, so he's not there yet. All right, Dagmara, you are up.
You know, the strongest we are.
Hey, are they both elves?
I'm an elf.
And a
Yeah.
half elf.
I'm a
Oh,
half elf.
Good. You
Well,
guys
guess-
are immune.
We're
Thank you.
Oh,
you.
immune. Oh.
Elves and half elves are
Big
immune.
ups to
They're-
Marty McTry who made that
Thank
point in
you.
the chat.
Oh my
Marty.
god!
Marty.
I forgot you guys were elves. Thank you, Marty.
That's
yeah.
amazing.
Now I'm
Just
glad
acting
I'm
in
not
front of that
there.
Those
guy.
pointy ears are good for something
all the
besides just.
all the narrative stuff still stands. You feel it trying to,
Yeah.
and your elven nature just kind of pushes it off. And
But you know what? Maybe in the necromancer's mind, he just thinks, well, if I just keep trying again,
Mhm.
Yeah.
That'll
Yeah,
be
maybe
his
he'll do it again.
fall.
yeah,
That'll be
Yeah.
his downfall.
sooner or later he'll think it'll work, right?
that's true.
Later.
Thanks for the heads up. Okay.
How far away is he from us right now?
Well, the one kind of dropped below your visual range, so it just went down. The cloak thing is still right in front of you, on the other side of the crystal, though.
The cloak thing also seems to not have too many more points.
It's looking
health
pretty
points.
ragged.
So I'm gonna just go out and really finish it strong. And
Okay.
extend my hand and cast Chill Touch.
Oh, okay.
It's time to finish
Oh.
this.
Chill touch.
Okay. Let's see.
All right, so roll for attack on the chill touch.
It's D20. Okay, and I'm rolling. That's a 10.
10 plus anything? Or it's just a
I'm
10?
sorry, it's it says +7, but that's
Yeah,
is that the-
for your hit, yeah, you have a +7 to hit. That's your spell
Would you-
attack modifier.
Would
So,
you
yeah.
roll on your dice?
okay. I
You got
rolled
10.
a 10 on my
Oh
dice.
yeah, so
Yeah.
you have 17. Yeah, that hits.
17, yes. And then a D8 for necrotic damage.
Yep.
Okay, and we have 6.
6.
That's good.
That's really good. So you see Dagmar reaches out and just grabs hold of it and just seems to send this like blue icy energy through, and the thing kind of just like shudders. More of it disintegrates. It's now barely hanging on. It's still there though.
Awesome.
What else do you
alright,
want to do?
alright.
You have bonus action and movement.
Okay. And how close is that to me right now?
I mean, you're right there. You're standing. You had to
I'm
move
right
to
there.
it because
In that case, I want to use my. I definitely want to use my bonus 2 weapon fighting action. So, dagger
But
staff. Is
you
there any way I could?
you can't because you didn't start with a melee attack. So
Can I start with melee? That's fine.
Yeah, let me see if you have anything else on bonus.
Okay. Is there anything else physical I could do?
Well, you do Dragon's Breath. It's a bonus
My own?
action.
Wait, I could.
Yeah, it's listed here. Let me see if you have a spell slot open. Yeah, you could do that.
Let's do it.
Okay.
I love it.
Yeah.
Time to do it.
2 ladies breathing fire in a tower.
Right.
Ah.
Just.
I mean,
Even though I don't kill it, I just before it knows. Okay.
Yeah, so you send that energy through it, but it doesn't fall, and you just like take your hand away, you reach in, you pull out this little chili, take a bite, and just to it.
Nice.
habanero.
That's
y'all.
awesome. Wild sauce and dragon's breath.
I think I have to make a dex save, so hold on.
Maybe when
We're gonna have our own
do-
line of like different kinds of hot sauce. Like,
Yes,
all of
I'm
the different-
thinking. A
Does-
product
it does
line,
not
hot
save.
sauce.
It doesn't
Yay,
save, so
it doesn't save.
It doesn't
yeah,
save.
no.
That's
So,
good.
3d6. So roll 3d6 and tell me what you get.
That means a d6 three times,
and
right?
4.
Yes.
Nice.
3, 3, and 4.
Okay, so
good.
you just see, you bite up that bit of chili, this breath comes out of her, just wraps this cloak up in this fire, and it just disintegrates and falls out of the sky.
Yeah.
Okay,
We
you have
needed
your
that.
movement.
Reset and just go.
What do you want to do? And then we're gonna
Fantastic.
leave this fight.
Yes.
You
So
weren't
now, I mean,
exaggerating when you said you were very good. And I'm glad to see it.
I just kind of smile, and I would just like to step back. I would just want to get as close as possible back to Ariset, just so we can be together and stay.
You're gonna stay there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I can. Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna get as close as possible to Ariset. Yeah. Just so
Okay.
we can be together. Mhm.
Okay. All right. Okay. Well, we're gonna leave this initiative for a moment because this battle is taking longer than
It is, I'm
expected. And as you retreat around the backside of this crystal, having felled one of these creatures, Seville, Tabitha,
Yeah.
Otto, we return to you.
Yeah.
Now,
Okay.
let's paint the picture again. You're just taken down your own dark shape. Otto, Tabitha, you've managed to leap across onto a very large building on tier 1.
Yep.
Seville, you are looking down to the basin of tier 1 as this one of 3 groups is marching towards you. 12 skeletons with the necromancer in its middle, and they are advancing. Tell me what you're doing. We're not going to go into step-by-step initiative here, but tell me what you're doing to fight. And
Well, let me jump in. I think I kind of mentioned this earlier. My idea was I want to kind of debilitate one of the groups or part of a group.
Okay.
And what I have in mind is to basically, I'm on top of the building. I want to light a torch and kind of just chunk it into the mass of a
Okay.
group. And then I have a spell that I was going to cast focusing on that said torch. So
Okay.
that's kind of
Nice.
what I imagine myself doing to create some instability among the group.
Great.
attacking
Okay.
us.
And I would like to go to whatever is the opposite corner of where Otto is, and use my crossbow, my light crossbow that I
Okay.
have,
Uh-huh.
to kind of surprise them with like a attack
Yeah.
as well, but coming from a different direction, and
Okay.
then duck down and run back to where he is.
And Tabitha, just to remind you, there is also a necromancer in the air. And from where you guys are, let me see.
I'll aim at him with my thing, and then I would like
I
to.
think it's actually in range, so
Okay.
With your
Uh,
crossbow?
with
Nice.
the crossbow. I'm gonna double check it, but I
That
think
sounds
so.
good. Peter, what are you going to do?
Well, so what's that necromancer doing that's flying towards us?
Oh yeah, it's definitely in range. Nothing yet. He's just
hopefully
flying.
getting lit up with a crossbow.
He's getting in range, or for whatever he wants to do.
He's getting hit with
Alright.
my crossbow, y'all.
That's what we hope.
We hope.
But yeah,
So
Okay.
then, wait. What's Seville doing?
Yeah, I need
Yeah.
to know what you're
We
doing.
need
Seville.
him. We need some mind hammer. We need some
Yeah.
whatever you got.
Mine hammer. All right, so I'm gonna drop one of the necromancers. I'm gonna drop one of the necromancers.
Okay, down in the group, you're gonna focus on that.
Yeah. How far below is it though?
It's 30 feet down to the next tier, and at this
Okay.
point, they're probably, I'm gonna say they're probably 100 feet away from where you all are at the top of the stairs. But Chad, they're actually coming close to the building corner that you were gonna run to, and Tabitha would say you go to the opposite corner, still in the front.
I'm going
to-
for the guy in the air.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, so here's what we're gonna do. Tabitha, I want you to roll an attack for me. Chad, I want you to roll your d20 and tell me what you got.
Okay. Do I add anything?
You can add your dex bonus to it,
Okay.
or I'm gonna let you do that, or your intelligence bonus, either one.
Okay.
And Peter, I want you
Yeah.
to. What are you gonna be attacking with?
I'm gonna do mind hammer as soon as I get within 90 feet of and the necromancer gets within 90 feet. I'm
Okay,
gonna
so
try
you're
to
holding
drop
yours
him.
then, because
Yep.
these other two actions are gonna.
Yeah,
precede
no, I
yours.
don't have the range.
I got 10.
10. Okay. All right.
Do I add anything to this?
Yeah. I got you up here. Let's see, crossbow. It's a +6 to your
Okay, I
attack.
rolled a 9.
Okay, so 15.
That seems pretty good.
That's pretty good. Can
I'm
close.
trying to find that. Where is it?
Oh, here we go.
Well, what's you basically
yeah.
add your dexterity, your proficiency bonus, and then an extra 1 since it's or no, that's only with your +1 dagger. So you would just add your dexterity and your proficiency,
Yeah,
Okay.
I've got
which
your
your
sheet up here.
proficiency's 3.
So roll a d8, Tabitha, and add
Okay.
3 to it, and tell me what that number is. And
Okay.
Chad,
Is this a
Otto,
D8?
the diamond one.
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh. 6 plus 3 makes 9.
Yeah.
Ooh,
All
Good,
right,
good,
so
good.
here's the scene that we see happen.
Oh my. Oh my.
So, Otto, Tabitha, you having landed on the building, you immediately scramble for different corners.
hmm
Otto, you go straight for where you know this group of skeletons and necromancer are right below you.
Right.
And as you get there and you're running and lighting this torch as you go, and Tabitha, you run with these fast little feet, slide up to the edge of this building, pull out your crossbow. It's already got a bolt in it. Breathe out slowly. You just see the bolt go through the air as the necromancer is pulling his hand forward, and you see he's about to start casting. He's not looking at you, he's looking at Seville and the rest, but you can see
God.
this orange glow from his fingertips right when the bolt right into his chest.
Breaks
And you just see it go,
Amazing.
just falls flat dead out of the sky,
Oh my god.
smashing and bouncing on the ground.
Yes.
And I
Very
just like
nice,
say to
very
myself,
nice.
I say to myself, I'm like, oh, okay, I guess this thing is not so bad.
These people are
As they
But
say,
I
even the
never
smallest
used my
person.
crossbow, and so now maybe I'm gonna start.
wizards don't have a lot of hit points unless
Wow.
they've got their stuff going, and he didn't
Even
yet.
the smallest person can change the course of the future. That's amazing.
Otto, you hurl
Look at you.
the torch. It goes, and it wasn't a great throw, but it wasn't bad. It lands
Okay.
just behind them, about within 6 feet of the trailing skeleton.
Ah, okay, good. So I think within 6 feet will work for what I had in mind. I right as I look over and I see the flying necromancer get clunked by Tabby, and I like feel a relief pass over me, and I look at the thrown torch, and I kind of like rub my hands together and the little like bits of sorcery flicker in the pupils of my eyes.
Mm.
And I would like to use a second level spell called Pyrotechnics. And it
Whoa.
says that I can choose an area of non-magical flame, which is obviously going to be the torch, that I can see within 60 feet. And I can either extinguish the fire in that area. No. Or I can create fireworks or smoke. So I want to do fireworks.
Oh.
It says, basically, I say, I hope everyone's ready to celebrate our victory. And I raise my hands, and it says, it explodes with a dazzling display of colors. Each creature within 10 feet must
Ah.
succeed on a Constitution saving throw or become blinded until the end
Whoa.
of their next turn.
Wow. That's so
Okay,
cool.
all right.
I just want to
so-
blind as many of these jerks as I
Yes.
can.
All right,
So
let me pull up
pretty.
stats here.
Just like I raise my hands and like fireworks just start going off by the torch, basically.
Okay,
Yes,
okay,
so
here we
cool.
go. So I'm gonna roll for all of the skellies, and then I'll roll for the
Yes.
necromancer.
My
Whoops.
save DC, you should know, I'm no fledgling spellcaster
what do you got?
after
What do you
all.
got?
It's 16.
Whoa, that's pretty high. Okay,
Oh,
okay.
He's like,
Skeletons, that they're 20.
No.
So
"What?
there's
It
something
seems
about
so-"
the kind of undead nature of these
Yeah.
skeletons, where their ocular things are not dependent on light sources.
Like,
Yeah.
one's
The
not
necromancer-
flammable. I get it.
This
That
is
kind of makes
because
sense.
everyone out there, D&D is real. The necromancer got a 2 because he's human, and
He has eyes.
all of a sudden he's
There we
just
go.
hands go to his face. It's even better because as you say this and you look over, in front of this building are these 2 alicorns statues, and they've been slightly kind of attacked and they're a bit beaten up, but an alicorn is a like Pegasus unicorn mix.
An
and this happens
alicorn.
right at their feet
I've never heard of that.
of this statue. It's kind of cool.
Wow.
I'm like, I almost teared up with that.
It's-
I don't know what
Pegasus
happened to me
unicorn?
just then,
Sweet
but
alicorn.
Wow.
no, just like you telling me that D&D is real and
It is real.
Oh my God.
alicorns and yeah, I just
Yeah, man,
Having a moment right now.
it couldn't,
just
couldn't,
at
be,
a moment.
couldn't be any better. Couldn't be any better.
So
Okay.
where are these animals?
They're 2 statues. They're not real. They're just these 2 statues in front of this building.
I
know.
I know, Maddie, right? I know.
know.
I know. Well, you never know. If we
All
get
right.
out of this
Hey,
battle,
we have enough.
we
have
might
enough
get to
stuff
meet some
fight.
real live alicorns.
Oh.
So Seville, you see all of this happen. All of a sudden, you see these fireworks. When you see Chad throw a torch, you're like, "What the hell is that gonna do?" And it lands, and then suddenly, all these bright colors
There's Gandalf's
explode.
fireworks.
Yes, and all the Hobbit children are happy.
Yeah.
But the necromancer is not, and his hands go to his eyes, and he's kind of flailing around.
Wobbling,
But
yeah.
they're stumbling forward, gets within range of you. The skeletons don't even break their stride.
What's the range?
Well,
Yeah,
you were
really
waiting till
wreaking
90
some
feet.
havoc here.
They've triggered 90 feet.
Okay, okay.
So go ahead.
Yeah. So make a Constitution save.
All right. So start with Skellies.
No, just the Necromancer.
Right, you're just doing that. Okay, so hold on.
And he's blinded, so I believe that imposes some kind of something. I could look. Let me look it up.
Well, with the con save,
I don't think so because I'm just hitting his
'cause
mind.
it's
So I'm
just,
not,
yeah, he doesn't need
He
sight.
doesn't-
Never mind.
he doesn't
yeah.
need to see.
He's
it
so
coming,
strong though. He has a +0 to his con.
It
so,
just says that he.
Oh, but I got a 17.
Oh dang!
What's the save?
13.
Yeah. So I think he's almost more distracted by his blindness. Than his,
You know what? I'll fire a bolt at him too. It'll be at disadvantage because I'm far away with a hand crossbow, but
Okay.
I'll fire
Yeah.
a bolt. Well, I don't know. He's blinded, so he's not going to see it coming.
It
so does
says attack rolls against the creature have advantage when they're blinded, so it would cancel out your disadvantage.
Yeah. So straight roll.
let's do it. 15.
Oh, that's with the mage armor up. That's his AC. So it hits.
Mage armor, you say?
Nice.
So roll your damage.
Okay, here we go. So that is 9 there. Yeah, there's 9.
Okay. So you guys have been really picking off the lower ranks that are out there. This guy also just bolt as he's wandering around trying to clear his eyes. He gets his vision back and just falls down. The skeleton stepping on his corpse, not breaking stride as they continue on. And Ilie says
cold.
fire, and you see all these arrows kind of go from their group
Yeah.
and start taking down, the rest charging with swords. I'm going to say the outcome of that. Yep. So that's a successful outcome. So within like a minute, all of them are wiped out, and you guys have taken down one of those two that are down in the to the first tier. What are you going to do now?
So what's left?
So there are two more groups of these skeleton necromancer combos that are down here, and that's
How
all.
far away is that flying wizard?
That flying wizard's dead. Tabitha took him out of the air.
There's nothing else in the air.
Nothing in the air in tier 1.
Oh, nice. All right.
Okay.
There's stuff behind you, but
I would like to.
but actually, I would like to point that out. As you've dealt with all this, Seville, you would see this. You could see these two wizards that are heading over towards the tower behind you, and you guys have all been focused on this battle. Actually, I'm gonna say you can see one. You can't see the other one because he's already obscured by buildings.
How far away?
60 feet.
All right, I'm gonna turn around and hit him with a mine hammer.
Go for it.
Mine hammer. So go ahead and make a.
Oh yeah, sorry. Con save. Oh, this one does not save. That's a 4.
All right, so he's gonna plummet from the air, and let's see if he
Okay.
survives the fall.
So that is 30, 50. Let's say he's about 50 feet up.
And he takes 5 damage from the mine hammer.
Oh, good. Okay. I don't think he's going to survive this. 6, 5. Nope, he's dead. So you see, you guys all turn around and see this wizard just falling out of the air.
Oh. I'm like,
I like that.
But you two,
So
cowering
visceral.
on the other side of the crystal, and kind of poking around, you see this wizard that was heading for you, just all of a sudden, and just kind of fall out of the sky. Okay.
They
All
must
right.
be down there. I think they're fighting them too. There's hope. We could do this.
All right. What are the rest of you doing?
I would like to. How many?
So there are 2 more groups down there in the tier 1, with about 14 skeletons and a necromancer in the middle, and they are. One is actually, Tabitha, you can see both groups very easily because you're on the opposite corner of this large building.
Okay.
One is actually very close to you. I'm gonna say about 40 feet off to your left, heading for the steps that go up to the second tier, but on the opposite side from where Seville and everybody else is.
Mhm.
And then there's another group that's down by the big sun building.
The ones that's heading towards where Seville is, I would like to aim my crossbow, because I had good luck with it last time,
Okay.
at the necromancer in that group directly and try to bolt him.
Okay, before you do that, because
Or her. We don't know if
um,
it's a girl.
give me just a quick initiative. I'm gonna see if you or this group gets the initiative off.
Oh, sure. So roll initiative.
Just
I
roll
think
initiative.
what I'm gonna do.
Actually, don't roll initiative. I just rolled a 1 for them, so you're gonna
Okay.
beat them.
Okay, I was gonna say I'm probably gonna do something combatish as well, but
Okay. This is more like they just saw the wizard fall out of the sky behind them,
yeah.
and looking around, I did a perception check. They spotted Tabitha on the corner
Okay.
of the building,
Okay.
and so it's kind of like, who's going to get this shot off? So Tabitha, go ahead with your shot. And meanwhile, I'm going to make a roll for Kello.
And for my crossbow, I add what, 3?
Uh,
Because that's.
I'll pull you up again. No, I think it's 6 plus 6 for your attack roll.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, 18?
18 hits.
Great. And then that's this diamond one, right? For damage.
Yeah, it's a D8 plus 3. So yeah, roll the diamond one and add 3 to it.
8, 9, 10, 11.
11 damage.
Another necromancer down.
Nice.
Just drops in the middle again.
love it.
Skeletons don't
Nice.
even react. They just step right over
Who would
him.
have thought that in a battle with skeletons and necromancers, the necromancers would be the ones that we're taking out with ease?
Yeah.
I think I might have a plan for these skeletons though.
Tabitha
Okay.
takes her crossbow and she like points it up to her mouth and does like a
Yeah.
kind
Hot.
of move.
I kind of keep imagining Tabitha like getting penis shots at everybody, like bam, bam, because she's kind of under them, so she's going straight for the
She's
groin.
over them.
Oh, you're over them?
Yeah,
I'm
she's
on that building up above them.
she's got
Oh,
the high
then-
ground.
Then never mind what I
Is that
just said.
is that still okay? Is that still?
Well,
does
we
it have
can't
to
get.
does it need to be a penis shot for?
To be,
No, like
Okay.
no.
we are actually live. Azar, I don't know if you remember that.
I'm sorry.
It's
Just-
fine.
Okay, well I'm gonna just gonna revise that mental image I had now.
Yeah.
No, you do you. It's
Otto
fine.
and I are on the top of the building.
Yeah, and like basically, I did the thing to blind the necromancer.
Yes.
You're killing a bunch of people. You and Seville are killing a bunch of people. I think I know what I can do. There's a bunch of skeletons close together still, right, Judd?
Yeah, yep.
Okay.
From
Within-
your vantage point, you can only see one group. There's a group that's about.
I would assume they're closer than the others.
No, they're actually farther away. They're down by the sun building. It's about 100 feet away from you.
And are the ones that have moved past? They're probably going to be intercepted by like an infantry of the.
They are heading up the stairs, but on the opposite side of the city from where
Okay.
Seville. But however, it is a straight shot, so more than likely they'll
Yeah.
see him if they don't rush down. Which
So-
some of Eileen's men have already done that.
Yeah, I'm gonna target that group that's separate from them then, because basically, I want to use another spell, a second level spell.
Oh,
It's
okay.
called Shatter,
Oh.
and
Oh yeah.
within 60 feet, it says a sudden, loud ringing noise, painfully intense, erupts from a point within 60 feet. Each creature within a 10-foot radius. So I just want to get, these skeletons, they're brittle bones, as many of them as I can get. If they fail to save, they take 3d8 thunder damage. And so I'll just try to
Okay.
to center it to get as many of them grouped as I can.
So let's review. So we've got there's a group straight out from you. It's about 100 feet away. So it's outside of your range.
Yeah.
Or you can run over where Tabitha is, and that group would be within your range. Not that you really know it's
But
over there yet.
Also, Judd, I forgot to mention that I didn't use my cunning action, like my bonus action. So I would love to like disengage from that spot every time I'm doing these.
Yeah,
shots,
we're
so
not-
that they couldn't hit
We're
me.
not
back.
like formally because they're outside of.
Yeah, I didn't know. Are
range.
we like in initiative or is it not really?
We only kind of rolled initiative to see who got to go first because
Got it, okay.
he was going to do something if you didn't go first, but you killed him. So.
Yeah. So yeah, I just wanna get to where I can get as many of them grouped together in my range as I can,
Okay.
without obviously
Yeah.
hitting the ones that are engaged with the our guys.
So your guys are not engaged with anything. They cleaned up that first group
Great.
that's over by Seville, so they're starting to come down the stairs.
Yeah.
On the opposite side of the building that you're on, there's a group of skeletons going up the stairs. So if you ran over there, you could get them.
That'd
you
be
could.
nice.
Okay.
Because
All
if
right.
they get up the stairs, they could then get closer to us. So
Correct.
I'm thinking if I could just blast that group with this spell, if all goes well, I could.
All right. So you look over, you see Tabitha, who is like ducking down behind this little wall and going up and shooting, and she's engaging. You run over there, and you see these 14.
Thanks for the follow.
Thank you. A 3-month
Yeah, thanks for
subscription.
the follows.
Fans,
Nice.
that's
You
a
guys are
3-month sub.
nice.
Yes, thank you.
Sub.
Sub.
Beautiful.
You see the skeletons just marching up the steps, and they are all grouped together.
And I'm like, oh dear, and I like kind of rush over and just reach back and fire a spell off at them.
Go for it. What is it? A save or?
Let's see. Yeah, each creature within a 10-foot radius. So hopefully I can get most of the group, if not all. They make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, I'm gonna say
DC 16.
16.
And
Do you have any con?
they take 3d8 thunder damage or half as much if they succeed.
Okay, so here we go. They get a +2 to their con. It's a 12 + 2, 14.
They will fail.
They fail. I'm gonna say you get them all. So just roll.
Nice.
My.
16 thunder
16.
damage to all of them.
Yes.
You just like a bomb going off.
Thunder,
Just,
thunder.
and just
Nice.
bits of
Thunder.
skeleton shoot left and right, just explode, and this whole group is down.
Dope.
Love
Oh,
those
And
area
I
effect
like run
spells.
over and I'm like,
oh, so
I'm like,
satisfying.
careful, there's more of them coming. And then I like blast them and I see that like I actually like
Wow.
killed them all and I'm like, never mind.
Yeah. So that leaves one group down on the first tier over by the sun building, and
Guys,
Just kidding.
we're doing pretty good now.
Crushing on this side.
Killing it. This battle.
let me see. Can't. You guys are doing great at the low.
So what do you
levels.
guys have? 2 necromancers on you back at the
Yeah, we
tower?
gotta go
Yeah.
save the day.
Meanwhile, back at the Tower of Death.
Babe, I
Yeah.
believe it's called the Tower of Terror.
Oh,
Ooh,
man.
nicely done.
Probably.
Nicely done. Nicely done.
It is
Actually,
now.
how silly of me.
Actually, yeah. Okay. Well, we're pretty close to ending for the night, but we're gonna go just a few minutes late because we started a couple of minutes late, and I want to do 2 things first. So,
Sure.
Ariset, Dagmar, we're gonna jump back to you.
Okay.
You again, you saw that one wizard fall out of the sky screaming,
Okay.
so you know he didn't make it. You've killed the cloak dark thing that was out in front of you. Somewhere that other necromancer dropped below the viewable area. What would you like to do? And
How far is the one creature that's in view right now? The one that
you don't know, you can't see him.
can't see. Well, the one that's
Designer.
below we can't, but there's another one around, right?
No, there were 3 in total. 2 are dead.
Yes.
There's
2
one
are dead. Oh,
necromancer who's basically he dropped
So one
down.
left.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I just kind of look at our set and just kind of nod and. Shall we check?
Yes.
They're
I was
like-
thinking the same exact thing.
Tiptoe to the edge.
Mm-hmm. And
Okay.
let's see what's below,
Do
directly
perception.
below us.
Do a perception check.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, and I got.
And tell me, before you do that,
16.
tell me which direction you went. So, again, this tower is part of the wall that lines the city that is kind of like in this kind of a shape, with the point being down here, kind of like a U shape.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay.
And you are on
I go to the right
left
of it.
side. So-
We're on the left. Okay.
So you're looking down into the city, or
Yeah.
looking out into the the valley,
Or
or north or south. I mean, it's like I just need just the general direction of which way you're
Yeah,
going.
looking into the city.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And what did you get?
I got a 16.
16. Okay. So you go over and you immediately see Seville and Ilie and that group, and they're going down the steps down to the tier 1. You can't see Tabitha and Otto from where you're at. Scanning,
They're
you
still
don't
alive.
you don't see any other necromancers in the sky, and you look down and he's not kind of anywhere below the viewing space.
I can't see him, but I can see Seville. He's alive, Arisa.
That's good. That's good. Are they surrounded? Are they in trouble, or are they okay? Are they alone?
You're still in initiative, so you only have 6 seconds here. So do you want to do anything else with your turn?
They're fine. I would just like to just go back to Ariset. Just as quickly,
Okay.
just go
Okay.
back tactically towards her. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Ariset, what are you doing?
I go the opposite direction, and I look. I rolled a 9 though.
Okay. That's fine. When you go the opposite way, you see the valley. It goes off down to the left. You see the snow-capped mountain peaks off to your right, and rising up from below and up into the sky is the necromancer you saw before. And he's now like 20 feet off of the tower.
Okay.
And fireball for Christmas.
And this is probably happening as I'm like, turn.
We're fine.
He is fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, this is stressful.
Yes, this is scary. Okay.
Could end in many ways.
Yes, you can. Hold on. Let me see which spell, if he is doing. Oh man, it is just fireball. Okay, so you see.
Fly and they can blast fire.
Yeah.
You see his hand.
Why ever go
again,
close?
Just, and you just see that tiny little speck of orange growing.
It's a fireball again.
Coming
It's
at
a fireball again.
Both of you. Deck saves for both of you.
Oh my god.
All right, we need some big rolls here.
Oh my god.
Need some big rolls here.
Please save this.
Oh.
I have an 18 plus.
Oh, that's good.
21.
That's
Okay.
you got it.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
You got
you
that.
save. You
Okay.
save. You're only gonna take half
I
damage.
got a 18 as well.
Oh my
You
gosh.
both save.
Yeah.
You both save.
Yes.
You still take damage.
Imagine you guys both you both look at each other and then like dodge in opposite directions, like away from each other.
Just
We're like, yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's do this. Let's see what your damage is.
Super Charlie's Angels-ish.
yes. And then like a cool pose.
You guys make a good team.
I think so.
I think so
Miss
too.
you guys.
Yes.
Yeah, well, we're doing okay, I guess.
Last one.
Let's just say Digmara and I
Okay.
are getting to know each other a little.
So it
Little
was
bit,
it was
Realizing
20,
we both had
24
advantage.
points of damage, cut in half
Okay.
because you saved.
God.
So we're gonna say 12 points of damage there.
And you could
Oh.
cut it in half yet again if you wanted to, Gabriella. with the
Oh,
foot
again,
bonus.
yes.
How?
I mean,
Where are you? How many
I will-
points of are we?
I'm at 21 right now. If I get 12, if I subtract 12, that would be 9 left. So I'd love to, subtract some damage. I'd love to have this with
Yeah.
absorb elements. Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
So as I'm rolling out, I just like,
Yeah.
shield myself.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Okay, is there any way I could cast to every set as well? Probably not. Just one person.
No, it's a reaction that you have.
Only I have it. Okay,
Yeah.
so that's 6. Okay.
Okay.
Are we
You have
not
the-
able to take cover behind that crystal in time?
I mean, you basically did. This fireball, which I forgot to trigger. I mean, this is
Rough.
you
Do
see
you
this
have any
coming at you,
reactions?
and it just lights up the entire tower, and you just
Wow.
duck. You move around the flames. You manage to kind of avoid the bulk of it, but it's still you can't escape it entirely. All right.
Probably
so,
want to
Harry said,
get
"What
out
are
of
your
there.
hit points at?"
Yeah. Well, actually, you're
It's
up
not
now.
good.
You're up now, Dagmara.
Okay.
Oh my
You're-
gosh.
Oh, flee, caca.
I know. I was gonna say but that's the only one left at this
Yeah.
point.
Yeah,
What are
but
you
he's not gonna stay in
You're
your
not
range.
there. You're not there. What are you doing?
Where's
Sorry, I
how
saved
far
my
back?
people.
This embodied voice of tactical reasoning.
I'm muting you.
Sevilla's under a tower. He's not gonna stay in your range.
My telepathy. I'm like,
Up there.
You girls got this. You whatever you want to do, we know you can do it.
How far
And
away
we
is
support
this
you.
wizard right now? I mean, no matter how far away it is, I'm just gonna come out again for one last Hail Mary,
Okay.
Yeah.
and I'm gonna start casting my Chaos Bolt again as everything's getting singed around me. So
Love it.
Okay. Wow. Okay.
it's like,
So I'm gonna say you haven't marked your spell slot, so I'm marking that. That was your.
oh yeah,
your
sorry.
second.
I think it was
Do I actually have any?
two absorb elements,
Two,
dragon
two
breath, and a chaos bowl.
and a
and a
Chaos Bolt.
partridge and a pear
Oh
tree.
well, actually,
You're out.
Is
A
she
magic
out?
missile. I did a magic
you're
missile.
not
Oh yeah.
okay.
I forgot about
So I don't have any more.
No, hold on a sec. Absorb elements you're doing at first level, we can say.
Yeah, there's no reason not to do it at first level.
Yeah, so we got two. We got that. We got 2 absorbs. We've got your magic missiles.
Mm-hmm.
We've got
Got
2
chaos
chaos
bolt.
bolts, and
I'm about to cast
and
second.
1 dragon's breath, right?
And there, yes,
That
correct.
you-
Yeah.
Yeah, that is. You still have 2 third-level spell left.
Oh, let's
Oh,
go!
oh.
Third
So-
level
Do
chaos
this.
ball.
So
I'm gonna
third-level
cast
chaos.
a third level chaos bolt.
All
yes.
right.
Bang.
All right.
The girl is good at magic, people.
Yeah.
You know.
You got a lot of slots.
So
Let's go. What do you got?
Okay, I got a 16 here.
Wait a minute. Wait
What?
a minute. I have
Yeah,
Hunter's
we're
Mark.
waiting.
I
Oh, you have
have an
Hunter's Mark?
advantage on any wisdom or survival check I make to find.
This is a dexterity save. It's not. It doesn't apply.
When I was
No.
okay.
And that's
only
only to find that missing creature.
Judd's like, denied.
Okay. All right.
Shut
Azar,
down.
look at your reaction. See if you have a reaction that could help you.
All right.
Oh yeah,
Check your spells.
Dagmar, what did you get to hit?
I got 16.
That hits.
Yay!
Yes. Okay.
So now that you're casting it at 3rd level, it's going to be much more powerful.
Yeah, this guy's toast.
Yes. So
Yeah.
do I? I hope so. My gosh.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'll
no
look it up
question.
for you.
No question.
I
2
believe-
d8s.
You do an extra
Actually-
you do an extra d6, I think.
Extra d6. I see 2
Yeah,
d8.
For
extra-
each above
extra-
That's
first, you get a
extra, so
D6.
yeah.
So,
So
two
you'll
Extra
do 2
D6.
d6.
2d6. Okay, I got 1 and 5.
No. You roll 2d8 for the damage, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
okay. 1.
So sorry, it's kind of a complicated spell. If I'm reading it right,
Yeah.
you roll.
2d8.
You're basically in total gonna roll
Mm-hmm.
2 8-sided dice and 3 6-sided dice.
Yes.
Oh,
Because you
right.
automatically get 1. And what you do
Exactly.
is you pick one of those d8s
Mhm.
to be the damage type.
Exactly.
Right.
Normally, you might want to pick the lower one. That way, the other remaining one will be the amount along with the other d6s. I know it's kind of nerdy,
Nice.
but
Okay.
basically,
Yeah,
if I'm
exactly.
reading it right, that's how it works.
Okay, so I got a 2 and a 7 on the d8, and I got a 1, a 5, and a 2 on the d6.
So take one of your D8s, pick which one, and then
The 2.
consult the chart.
Yeah,
The 2,
that'll
then
be
that's
cold damage.
cold
Cold
damage.
damage.
Okay,
Yeah.
great. Let's give him that cold.
And now add everything else together. What did you get?
So 1, 5, 2. We got 8 plus 7. That's 15.
Yes. That's
Oof.
very good.
Okay.
Okay. Maths.
Quick maths.
Okay, so-
well, slow maths.
So you
Yes.
you send another
Excellent.
chaotic orb of this magic at him, blast him right in the chest, and you see the cold start to just ice crystals form on his person, and it just starts to shiver. You see it's hurting him, and he breaks the ice off, and
No.
he takes the
Come
damage,
on.
but it doesn't look as impactful as you expected it to be. So he's still in the
And
air.
he says, "The cold never bothered me any."
Doo-doo. All right,
Oh
Erisette,
my.
Okay.
you have a shot. What are you doing?
All right, he's right in front of me.
Yeah, he's floating in the air about 40 feet away from you.
He's
And I'm
chilling.
kind of
Okay.
stepping
He's
back.
feeling
Okay.
chilly.
Chilling.
So I
He's
still have
chilling
my
in the
hunter's
air.
mark. I still have hunter's mark because
Yep.
I haven't used my dragon's breath or anything to break my concentration.
You haven't
It's-
put your hunter's mark on this person though, so you can use your bonus action to put your hunter's mark on this person, and
Okay.
then attack.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. That's fine. I'm gonna
Okay.
do that.
All right, so
And I
roll an
just kinda
attack.
just
I'm
Erisette
hurting,
is
but I
there.
just
Are you using your bow?
yeah.
Nice.
And I pull it, and I.
Yeah.
Oh, I get a 25. No, I get a 20. Hold on, a little math here. Hold on. 25.
But
I
did you
was
get
right.
did you get a nat 20?
No, I got a
Okay.
16 plus 9, so
Oh,
25.
Well, yeah, you definitely
Wow.
Yes.
you definitely hit.
Yeah.
You even see as the
Cool.
arrow goes into him, you see this like little bit of a shimmer. It seems to just ignore whatever kind of magical protection he had going.
Nice.
Roll your damage, please.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Kill him. Kill him now.
All right.
I kind of smile.
Oh
Do, do,
yeah.
do.
I get a 15.
Hell yeah!
15.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So Okay, how do you want to end this guy?
Yeah.
Yes. Nice.
I say. And I just scream and I pull it out and I get it right at him.
Nice.
Nice.
And I shoot it straight at him.
Wow.
And he just, there's something, he can just feel the moment coming and his eyes go wide and he starts to try to fly away and it just gets him right in the heart.
And I just scream, "Die, you filth!"
And
then
you
it
just see,
Yeah.
and the magic leaves him and the body just, and just starts hitting the side of the mountain, just
And I'm like holding myself
cascading and
onto the side.
falling.
We look very set, and we just.
And
hug.
as you hold each other, at watching this creature, this dick fall from the sky, your eyes fall on a larger battle up on the third tier, and you see Kello's forces, and they seem to just be like surrounded with skeletons and necromancers. You see magic and all sorts of things up on that tier. And they're fighting, but it looks pretty intense up there.
We
And
have to go and help them.
I think
We have to.
Yes.
You have enough strength in you.
Yes.
Then let's do it.
Okay.
and with that, we're going to leave it there tonight, everyone.
Oh, I love it.
Okay.
Fantastic.
Wow, everyone. Jeez, this is intense.
So much fun.
This is
Lot of fun.
intense. Whew,
Wow.
okay, well, it's awesome. Well done, everyone.
We killed him!
You did.
Yes, we got that fucker.
You got-
Way
You're
to go.
all, you're all doing
Feels
very
like-
well.
It feels like the tide of battle is swinging in our favor, but I guess we won't really know until next week
We
and
won't
how
know.
this thing shakes out.
We
Yes.
won't know.
And
Find
meanwhile,
out.
one of our viewers says, "Beware of falling dicks." So that's something.
Beware.
Carry on my word.
Yeah.
Hurry up, my word.
Tell my story. All right. Everyone, oh my gosh. Thank you to all of our new followers, all of
Yeah.
our support. We've had so many people supporting the stream tonight. We really, really appreciate
Yeah.
it. A couple special thanks to Marty McTry for the
Yeah.
DM note there. Thank you for that, but also for the gift subscriptions that you're putting out there. And
It's been fun chatting with you guys here and there a little bit when we're getting
Yeah.
away and have a
Yeah.
second to
Fun crowd today.
talk with you all, and super fun.
that's one of the nice things about the remote setup is that I won't let them do that when we're on set, but when we're in
That's
remote
true.
and we're jumping back and forth
Yeah,
between
you can't
people,
stop me.
yeah, and I can't stop them.
Exactly.
So-
Got like a decentralized internet kind of effect when we got this
Exactly.
thing going on.
Especially when you have your keyboard buttons memorized, you can just be staring at the camera and just typing.
yeah.
ASCFJKL.
Every once in a while, you look back and realize you said some nonsense, and you're like, "Whoops."
Yep.
Whoops,
I try
sorry.
my best.
Trying to pretend to play here. Well, a big congratulations to Timmy the Spork.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Really
Yes.
excited. I
What a
took a
win.
screenshot of the like random generator thing, and I'm going to post that for everybody to see because I know you'll actually receive this gift. So
Perfect.
now I can put it up on the socials that you are in fact our
Yay!
winner.
Super.
So exciting.
Super.
So stick around. We're going to look for another stream that could use some love and go raid
Ooh.
somebody. KP, if you know any good streams, send me a message and we'll raid there. But in the meantime, thank you everybody again for all the love. Have a safe, wonderful week. Thank you for letting us make your Mondays a hell of a lot better. We love you so much,
Love you.
and we'll
Yeah.
see you
Hi
next week.
guys.
Good night.
See you guys. Good
night.
night.
Thank
Good
you for
night.
tuning in.